It's so good to be back at Raimondi Park as the Ballers will take on the Colorado Springs Sky Sox in a 6-game series. It's the first home series of the second half. The Ballers at 4-2, coming off of a road trip in Glacier, a team that they have beaten up on quite a bit this year. They won yet another series on the road, 4 games out of 6. However, the Sky Sox, formerly known as the Northern Colorado Owls, they too are coming off a series in which they won 4 out of 6 on the road. That was in Boise against the Boise Hawks, and that is significant because for that team this year, that was the first time they had won a series at all. Nevada Cullen joining us on this broadcast. It could be, I should say, I'm joining you on Nevada's broadcast as you got to listen to Nevada the last 6 days.
Yeah.
The Ballers in Glacier. We did wonder what kind of a team we would see coming out. They just won the first half. A couple of those games at the end of the Rocky Mountain Series were close games. They played really good baseball, and they came out of there with the series victory again.
They did. The one thing that was a little slow getting going is the offense. Part of that, Glacier is one of the best pitching staffs in the league. But in the end, they won 4 of 6, and Dylan Tatum had a clutch 2-run homer in Game 6.
We'll hear the lineup announced now by our PA announcer, Tarek.
Leading off, the shortstop, number 3, Tremaine Cobb. Batting second, the right fielder, number 9, Isai Santos. Batting third, the center fielder, number 11, Davis Druick. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 4, Danny Harris. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 29, Christian Almanza. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 15, Cam Buford. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 28, Lou Helmet. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 7, Dylan Tatum. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 23, Nick Leahy. And the starting pitcher for your Oakland Ballers, making his professional debut, he's from St. Mary's College, number 18, Dylan Delvecchio.
Well, you heard it here first. Dylan Delvecchio from St. Mary's College will make his professional debut. His last start was in the NCAA Regionals against Oregon State when St. Mary's won that game. We'll now send it back down to the field for the performance of the national anthem on electric guitar by Ryan Woodward.
We recognize that we benefit from living and working on their traditional homeland, and we affirm their sovereign rights as First Peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your caps. It is time for the national anthem, performed by the incredibly talented Ryan Woodward of the Ryan Woodward Band.
Well, I did just see My Chemical Romance in San Francisco over the weekend, but on a day where we lost Ozzy Osbourne, one of the greats of rock and roll, maybe a fitting tribute and a guitar performance that belongs on a stage, because that was extremely well done by Ryan Woodward. Now, the ball game and the lineup for a first time we get to see them this year, the Colorado Springs Sky Sox.
Dimitri Young is their leader in his first year as manager of the Sky Sox, who are 4-2 in the second half. Brett Roberts is their center fielder, leading off. Evan Slight, right fielder, hit second. He's on a 14-game hit streak. Zane Denton, third baseman, former Billings Mustang, hits third. Christian Hall, first baseman, cleans up, former Great Falls Voyager. Kai Moody, DH, hits fifth. TJ McKenzie, left fielder and one of the league leaders in stolen bases, hits sixth. Omar Velos hits seventh. He's on a 6-game hit streak, the catcher for the Sky Sox. And Kamayu Neighbors, the second baseman from Louisville, makes his pro debut today at second base, batting eighth. Edwin Martinez Pagani bats ninth.
Well, Neighbors is not the only player that played in the regionals this year making his pro debut, because Dylan Delvecchio, a 6-foot-tall, 195 left-handed pitcher from San Marcos, California, from St. Mary's College, makes his debut. 24-year-old this year for the Gales was 7-3 with a 4.90 ERA. He struck out 81 in 71 and 2/3 innings, a whip of just under 1.3 at 1.28. And in his most recent start, some 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, he got St. Mary's first ever regional win over the top-seeded Oregon State. They later went on in that bracket to lose to Oregon State to get pushed out of the regionals and did not move on. But it was a 10-strikeout performance in over 6 innings for Dylan Delvecchio. And he, in the black Oakland Stands Up jerseys, they are on a little streak wearing those. Ballers have won 2 in a row. He is on the mound and ready to throw. Up to the dish is Brett Roberts, the center fielder. The lift and the first pitch to Roberts is a fastball at 87 for a called strike one at 6:38. Roberts, a very experienced hitter, 315, 8 home runs, and 32 driven in. The 0-1 is down and away. It's 1-1. So Vecchio comes set solely from the stretch. And the pitch on its way is a ground ball toward the third baseman. Off the glove of Leahy. It's picked up by Cobb. His throw across the diamond is still in time. 5-6-3 to begin the ball game, and a broken bat as well, picked up by Dylan Delvecchio for the first out of the first.
Quite the way to start your pro career, to get a ground out in which the third baseman and shortstop both touch the baseball. The deflection off of Leahy. Cobb makes a strong throw to Almanza at first for out number 1.
They were the worst team in the first half, but they are playing a very strong start to the second half. Evan Slight, 354, 10 home runs, 40 RBI, takes a fastball for a called strike on the outside. It's 0-1.
And this is the guy that's been leading the charge offensively for the Sky Sox. 14-game hit streak, 9 multi-hit games in that span.
Tatum will set up low, and Delvecchio's next pitch is a breaking ball swung on and fouled at the plate. The big curveball from Delvecchio. He'll mix in a changeup, a tight slider, and sometimes a bigger breaking ball as well. The defense for Oakland, it's Helmick in left, Druick in center, Santos in right. At third is Leahy, Cobb at short, Harris at second, and Almanza at first. Tatum, the catcher for a 7th straight game. Tyler Lozano, maybe at 90% healthy, almost back. It's an 0-2 on its way, and the pitch is swung on, hit to right field, fairly deep. Back is Santos. He's at the track. He leaps, and he makes the catch right before he touches the wall.
That is a great grab by Isai Santos out there in right field. That was a pitch that was hit at 102 miles an hour off the bat, 336 feet to right field. And so you know that thing is just soaring over his head, and he makes the catch while leaping onto the track. Two
away now for Zane Denton. First pitch on its way is in the dirt. Denton, some good pedigree as far as the colleges are concerned. He went to some big SEC schools and started the year in Billings. With Colorado Springs, 16 games, he's hitting .339, 3 home runs, and 15 RBI. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball, a little bit low. We'll see Anthony Prater, Tony Prater, as I know him, calling balls and strikes behind home. Grant Myers at first, and Ellen Walker at third. 2-0 to Denton is a breaking ball on the outside, called strike one.
Yeah, Denton 1 for 5 on Sunday in the win against Boise. That's right, a win in the series finale to take this series against the Hawks, their first series win this year.
The 2-1 on its way, and Denton swings and misses. Changeup off the plate. 2-2. No score here on the top of the first. Delvecchio on his pro debut. It's 2-2 on its way. It's low. We go full. The first of a 6-game set against the Sky Sox. Before a trip up to Yuba next week to see the High Wheelers for the first time. Will be one of 12 straight against them. The 3-2 is off the plate. It's a 2-out walk to Denton.
You mentioned the patience. That's his 13th walk in just 17 games. Denton getting on base at a .461 clip.
Now a guy who is also having a ton of success. It's Christian Hall, 31 games for him as a Owl and Sky Sox. .333, 10 home runs, 34 driven in. Delvecchio's first pitch, left on left, is a slider that slides in for strike one.
Well, Colorado Springs was quick to snap up Christian Hall. Waived on June 9th by the Voyagers of Great Falls. Made his debut on June 12th, 3 days later, for the Sky Sox, then the Owls.
It's an 0-1 to Hall. It takes the fastball on the outside at 88. It's 0-2. He's looked at 2 pitches that are both pretty center cut, as if he is a little bit put off by the arm angle of Delvecchio. 0-2. The kick and the pitch, and that's in the dirt, blocked by Tatum. He keeps it in front of him as Denton heads back to first. Top of the first, no score. 2 away with a runner at first. Delvecchio looking into Tatum. He now comes set. Plenty of time left on that clock. A look to first. Now he kicks and fires, and it's a fastball high at 88.
This is another hitter with a lot of patience in Christian Hall. 25 walks in 31 games for him.
2-2 is inside, and will go full. Maybe the changeup that time from Delvecchio. That'll move Almanza, his former teammate at St. Mary's, behind the runner. The 3-2 pitch on its way to Hall. It swung on and missed. Breaking ball at the bottom of the zone, and Delvecchio picks up his first professional strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors. A man left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. Ballers to bat for the first time at home in a week on 860 AM. The Answer. Bottom of the first, no score. The lineup for your Oakland Ballers, as presented by Nevada Cullen.
Thank you, Tyler Peterson. Aaron Miles in his second year as field manager. Ballers at 41-13, 4-2 in the second half. Trey Cobb leads off the shortstop. Isai Santos, right fielder, bats second. Davis Druick is the center fielder, batting third. In the cleanup spot, Samuel Harris the fourth at second base. Christian Almanza, first baseman, hits fifth. Cam Buford, DH, hits sixth. Lou Helmick, left fielder, hits seventh. Dylan Tatum, a clutch home run last time out on Sunday, hits eighth. And Nick Leahy, third baseman, bats ninth.
On the mound for the Colorado Springs Sky Sox is the right-hander Austin Coleman, who has split time with two teams, the Idaho Falls Chuckers and these Sky Sox. 11 appearances for Idaho Falls, 2 starts for Northern Colorado, overall an ERA of 10.01. Cobb to lead it off. Tremaine at .330, 4 home runs and 30 driven in. And the first pitch to Cobb is a fastball for a strike.
Coleman has been far better with Colorado Springs this season, a 6.07 ERA in 2 starts, 1-1 record, 13 1/3 innings, 15 hits, 9 strikeouts.
Pitch to Cobb is a fastball at the bottom of the zone for a called strike 2.
Both starts for Coleman against Boise, 1 loss, 1 win.
He comes set on the mound, closed stance. From the stretch, the pitch is high and inside for ball 1.
Wednesday at Boise, he got the win, 12-5 win that day.
Here's the 1-2 on its way. That's down low. No score in our ball game. Coleman's 2-2 on its way, and Cobb takes just inside. A fastball, a nice take by Tremaine. Coleman was walking off the mound. He thought he had strike 3.
He did a little circle there, and I'm a bit surprised there was no challenge from his catcher.
So we run full to the leadoff man for Oakland. Coleman to the plate, and it's a slider down and away, a leadoff walk.
And I'm going to defend Anthony Prater there. It was the right call, low inside. It was a good no challenge by Velos on 2-2.
The right fielder, number 9, Isai.
That'll bring up Isai Santos. Santos, who was in a pretty good slump for a while. Good as a adjective to describe.
Good isn't bad?
Good isn't bad.
Not bad isn't good.
I would say maybe a substantial one. He's up to 240 now, and he's been swinging a pretty good bat. Takes a fastball at the top of the zone for strike 1.
Well, the funny thing was his most impactful almost hit. The most impressive piece of contact was an out that he made in Glacier.
The pitch, no pitch, I should say, the throw over to first. It was the ball to center field,
was it not?
It was the ball
to center
yes.
field off of the closer range supple. It would have given the Ballers the lead in the 9th with a go-ahead blast. He came up just short, though.
The 0-1 on its way. It's a ground ball towards second. This might be 2. That's Neighbors to short for 1. The return throw is not in time. So it's a 4-6 putout, and Santos reaches via the fielder's choice. The defense for the Sky Sox, it's McKenzie in left, Roberts in center, Slight in right, Denton at third, Martinez Pagani at short, Neighbors at second, Hall at first, and Velos behind the plate. Yes, we are learning these names along with you. It's the one and only time we will see the Sky Sox in the regular season. Here's Davis Druick. First pitch is swung on, hit down the line, fairly deep. That ball is foul. I don't think it had home run distance. I think it came up just short, but boy, did Davis Druick ever give that a ride.
Yeah, he loves an opposite field homer, especially here at Raimondi. He's got 11 bombs this year. His first at-bat back off the IL on July 12th against Rocky Mountain was a home run to left field.
Druick, second on the team in hitting at .344. 11 home runs, that's third best on the team, and 39 driven in. He does lead the team with 15 doubles. The next pitch is a fastball high and in at 92.
He had 2 doubles in a game Saturday against Glacier. Ironically, it's the 4th time he's had 2 doubles in a game this season. Quite a bit.
1-1. Coleman waits, and the pitch to Druick is swung on. That's hit down the line. This one is well foul, however. It's now 1-2.
Well, the first one was a bit lower. That one was an elevated pitch, high and away. You're pointing. Good job by Emilio there with the sounds. I think Tyler Peterson wanted that Wii Baseball
I
sound.
so badly wanted that Wii Baseball sound. Now we just need the batter out next inning.
Batter out. Change sides.
Throw over and back to the bag is Santos. No score here in the bottom of the first. It's Santos at first, who reached via the fielder's choice, and Druick, the third place hitter, in a 1-2 count. Pitch on its way. That is just a touch low. That is a tough take by Davis Druick. It's now 2-2.
Can we get a "It's out of the park"?
I don't think we downloaded that one.
That'd been nice.
Pitch to Druick is a fastball high and away. Very high, very away. And it'll be a 3-2 count.
Rough start to the series in Kalispell for Druick. He had 1 hit through the first 3 games and then got hot. Friday, 3 hits. Saturday, the 2 doubles. And then Sunday, added a hit and run scored.
The 3-2 on its way to Druick. He swings, hits the ball to center field on a line. The center fielder is backing up, and he can't make the play. He twisted around, and it's past him. They're going to send Santos home. The relay will not even be made. Druick into third. He's got a triple. The ball gets away. It's into the dugout, and Druick will be pointed home. That's a triple and an E6. 1 RBI.
Little League homer in the first inning. Davis Druick, give him credit. That was a great at-bat, but that's a pretty bad misplay in center field by Roberts, who got twisted like a pretzel there, trying to make the catch.
Can we get confirmation on the replay for the E6 versus E4? 1-0 Oakland. Here's Harris.
2-0.
Oh, 2-0. Excuse me. You're absolutely right. 2-0 as the pitch comes down and in. 1 RBI, and of course, Druick scoring on the E6, which is temporarily unearned.
That's Druick's first pro triple, by the way.
1-0 pitch. Harris fouls it back. Sun's finally come out past the clouds. No sooner will it dip back below the horizon, though. So just a little bit of twilight here at Raimondi. 2-0 Oakland on the Little League home run. The 1-1 on its way. Harris swings, and that's out of play. Well, the line drive straight at you is always one where you say to an outfielder, do your best. And Roberts really, I don't think, was ever very comfortable because he stopped, sprinted back, and then turned the wrong way. The 1-2. Coleman throws, and it's a fastball off the plates for ball 2. Once again, he thought he had strike 3.
He's just missing. It's a good zone so far from Tony Prater, as you might call him.
Tony Prater, who has umpired many a Pioneer League game in my tenure. I've not seen him in California, though. 2-2 is down low, 3-2.
He probably just wanted to make the trip and see you.
I should say hi to Tony. I don't think he'll have any idea who I am. Coleman is set. It's a payoff to Danny, and the pitch on its way is way outside at 92. It's ball 4.
So a couple of walks in this inning for Austin Coleman. He had only walked 3 in his first 13 and a third innings for Colorado Springs, but this is kind of what the issue was this season with Idaho Falls. He had 10 walks to just 12 strikeouts. So again, the walks a little bit high this inning, but part of it is just, you know, obviously the defense has not helped him in this field.
We do have confirmation it was an E4 rather than an E6, so the error goes to Neighbors on the errant throw that went into the Owls dugout. There's not a big opening. He just happened to get it in. Here's Almanza, who takes a first pitch down low. Velo has not been bad for Coleman, who has been up to 92 as this is fouled away.
It's okay, Tyler. I can't hear it either.
Okay. Now I can hear. We'll fix this in post. 1-1. Good thing this isn't live. One out, 2-0 Oakland in the bottom of the first. And a throwback to first. Harris does not slide and is almost picked off.
Yeah, he's getting the look from James Harris, his first base coach. Amon's had a great series in Kalispell. 7 for 23, a double, and 2 long balls.
Next pitch is outside at 90. 2-1.
Amon's is up to 16 taters. That is tied for 6th in the Pioneer League.
Far, far behind number 1 at 27, though, Roberto Pena. 2-1 is a high, deep drive to right field. That's headed toward the apartments and way gone. Four nothing Oakland. Boy, swung on, gone. All right, he's one closer to Pena.
Yeah, I was going to say, he heard your comment. He said, okay, I better start swinging for the fences. 108 off the bat, 397 feet to right.
So it's a quick start for Oakland, and at this point now, all 4 runs in this inning are earned. Here's Buford. Ground ball foul on the first pitch. 4-0 Ballers. Now, I will say, we do have some stories to tell about the Sky Sox today and how they've arrived at Raimondi. We will get to those. The 0-1 to Buford is down low, 1-1. Travel has not been a friend to them and will not be recently. Buford the DH today. 310, 9 home runs, and 43 driven in. Next pitch is a fastball, catches the bottom low corner, and it's 1-2.
This is already the most earned runs, tied for the most the Ballers have gotten against Austin Coleman in a start that Coleman has had against Oakland in his career.
The 1-2 on its way is down low. Those, of course, would have come last year as a member of Idaho Falls.
I mean, he was awesome against Oakland. He 6 2/3, 3 runs, 1 earned, and then 6 with 4 earned. Both losses somehow.
The 2-2 on its way. Buford fouls it away.
Yeah, one of those, that last start on August 30th at Oakland here, Raimondi, a 4-0 loss. So it was one of those late season Ballers shutouts.
Was it the Luke Short game?
You know what? That rings a bell. Let me check that for you.
That would have been, I think, a 13K performance by Mr. Short.
Yep, you nailed it.
2-2 on its way. It's a slider. Strike 3 called, and Buford is gone looking.
I think that just got the edge.
It did just clip.
Anthony Prater is on the money right now. He's in his bag.
That'll bring up Lou Helmick, the left fielder. Lou's been on a tear. 333, 3 home runs, 40 driven in. Moving on up the RBI list. First pitch fastball is a called strike.
4-game hit streak, went 6 for 16 in the series in Kalispell.
And was swinging a hot bat against Rocky Mountain as well at home previous. Fastball called strike 2. It's a quick 0-2 as Helmick watches back-to-back pitches in that lower third of the zone. And now we have time at the plate. Anthony Prater is not happy with something.
I think he's going to warn him.
It's a wipe-off, yes. I think if you saw what I saw, Coleman went to the mouth and did not wipe off.
Okay. I mean, that must have been because he tossed the ball away towards the Ballers' dugout. So that ball is no longer in play.
Anthony Prater's on it, man.
Yeah.
0-2 to Lou. Pitch is very high. 4-0 Oakland here in the first on 2 hits. They were big ones. Triple by Druick. That technically brought in 2, and then a 2-run home run by Almanza. The 1-2 on its way. Lou swings and hits a high, deep drive to right. Is that going to stay in the park? Yes. With his back to the wall, Slight makes the catch, and that ends the inning. It's 4 runs on 2 hits, an error, and no one left on base. The RBI triple by Druick, who comes in on the error, and the 2-run home run by Almanza make it 4-0 after 1 on 860 AM, The Answer.
How dare you eat guacamole in front of me? You know that's my kryptonite. Top of the second, Moody, McKenzie, and Velos. Tyler Peterson and Nevada Cullen with the blue tortilla corn chips, which is always a good move.
Look, if you want to eat a few, you're more than welcome.
I might take some when I pass the mic off to you.
Okay. I should have waited to open it.
Kai Moody, the first to bat. Kai Moody is a Bay Area kid.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh. His locale is not, his hometown, not listed anywhere that I could find it, but he did go to CSUN.
First pitch is low. Went to high school in San Francisco, Kai Moody. He is from the city.
He also played at a school in Aptos.
Yep. George Washington High School in San Francisco for Kai Moody. The next pitch is low. It's 2-0 from Dylan Delvecchio.
Well, the Bay Area guy is looking to stay hot in the Bay. He's on a 7-game heater, 3 for 5 on Sunday with a double.
2-0 on its way. Moody takes a strike. 86 on the inside corner. 4-0 Oakland here in the top of the second. Delvecchio, the kick and the pitch. Fastball is off the plate. It's 3-1. Ground out, fly out, walk, and strikeout for Delvecchio in his first professional inning. He comes set on 3-1. Pitch on its way is a fastball just a touch high, and Moody will take the walk. That'll bring up the left fielder, T.J. McKenzie.
If you look at Delvecchio's collegiate numbers, the walks will come at 31 walks in 71 innings in 2025, but so will the strikeouts at 81 Ks in that amount of innings. That's good for just about a 10 strikeouts per 9 number.
McKenzie at 276, 5 home runs and 28 RBI, 51 games played for the Owls this year, or for the Sky Sox. Both, actually. The first pitch is low as he pulls back a bunt. 51 games. They've played 53. No one has put in more time this year than McKenzie, who has well over 200 at-bats. The 1-0. Swing and hits the ball to right center field. This is pretty deep. Will anyone get there? Charging after it is Druick. It's off the wall, and it bounces away from Druick. Santos will fire it into Harris. No relay home. It's a very, very deep RBI double for McKenzie, and it's 4-1.
That one looked like it was just going to keep traveling. I thought that ball was going to leap the yard. In the end, it goes 367 and bounces off the base of the wall. But that's a big swing from McKenzie, who did homer on Sunday and nearly homered again. Good speed, by the way, so don't count out the steal at third.
Here's Omar Velos. Velos at 297. The catcher has played in 42 games, 6 home runs and 37 RBI. An appeal to first before we start this at bat, and the safe call given from the third base umpire, Alan Walker. So it's 4-1. First pitch to Velos is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. It's 0-1. Delvecchio to the plate. It's swung on. It's blooped. And it'll be caught by Almanza. Sort of high-stepping, trying to avoid Harris. They almost came together right before they got to the outfield grass. They caught the pop-up. And there's one away here in the second. That'll bring up Kamayu Neighbors. This is, as we said, Neighbors' professional debut out of Louisville. He is a California kid from SoCal and Carson. Delvecchio, his first pitch, fastball is inside. It's 1-0. Runner at second, one away here in the top of the second. First hit given up by Delvecchio, an RBI double. Now a off-speed pitch that catches the outside. It's 2-0. Next pitch is a solid strike at the top of the zone.
Neighbors made the Men's College World Series All-Tournament team in 2025. Was 8 for 13 at the tournament.
Wow.
615 average. Not too bad.
2-1. There goes the runner to third. It's swung on. It's blooped. It's going to be stopped on the infield by Cobb, but it's going to be an infield single for Neighbors.
First pro hit in his first at bat. Neighbors continues his momentum from Omaha.
Only hit at 60 miles an hour, but to the correct spot on the infield, and had McKenzie had the ball gone somewhere else, McKenzie would have been toast at second, but it landed harmlessly and Cobb could just sort of swat it down with the glove. Here is Edwin Martinez Pagani, a shortstop. Only his 10th game as a Sky Sox. First pitch, there goes the runner, and it's a foul ball back to the screen. Dimitri Young got the ground game going here in the second.
Neighbors can run. Had 13 stolen bases at Louisville in 2025. Martinez Pagani, though, trying to snap a slump. Hitless in 5 straight games.
In at third is Leahy. And slinging it over to first on what you could call the B- move by Delvecchio. He's back to the bag is Neighbors, who threw a hand up as if to say, I'm going. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball high and away. Speed at the corners for the Sky Sox here in the second. It's a 4-1 Oakland lead with 1 away. Delvecchio kicks and fires, and the fastball is low. 2-1. So good test for Dylan Delvecchio here in the second. Leadoff walk, the double, which brought in the first run. A pop out and then a single to put men on the corners. A big lead at first, and the pitch is fouled away, and boy, did Edwin Martinez Pagani ever spoil that lead that Neighbors had at first. That had to have been a hit and run, or else I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I mean, if that's not a hit and run, if that's a straight steal signal, Martinez Pagani has no business swinging at that ball.
I also must say, that was like a 15-foot lead for Neighbors. He was way past the cutout. It's a 2-2. Pitch on its way. It is strike 3 called on the inside. And Martinez Pagani is gone. A fastball painted at the lower inside corner. And it's the second strikeout of the day for Delvecchio.
Nice pitch by Delvecchio there. Really placed it well on the corner.
Here's Brett Roberts. Enough power where he could potentially tie this game. The first pitch is a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
8 bombs, and you know he is trying to tie the game in this at bat. He obviously is part of the reason that the Ballers got 4 runs in the first inning.
Neighbors another big lead over at first. Delvecchio to the plate, and Roberts takes a fastball at the bottom of the zone at 88. It's 1-1. Oakland leads 4-1. 2 outs here in the second. Runners on the corners. Another huge lead for Neighbors, and Neighbors was going the other way, but he's back to the bag. A throw over. The first of this at bat. Boy, it's just tempting Delvecchio to throw over. There he goes. It swung on a miss. Tatum throws through, and he is safe. And here comes the other run in on the successful double steal.
Got to cut that off sooner. Danny Harris got that ball too close to second base. And good speed by Neighbors meant that there was no chance to get it.
So it's 4-2. Again, Neighbors just I've not seen anyone get out to a big a lead as he was getting out to there. The 1-2 is low. And a nice take by Roberts. I mean, it is rather audacious to get the lead he was getting against the lefty. Part of his game. The 2-2 is a fastball high. Can I say a little bit of Pat Bev in that? Patrick Beverly?
Patrick Beverly.
Just somebody who kind of gets under your skin and
Oh, yeah, okay.
look at that huge lead, and there he goes again. It swung on and hit to center field. That's a base hit, and Neighbors is going to score easily. 4-3.
Yeah, speed kills. And Neighbors steals second. Run comes home on the double steal. And then because he's at second and taking off for third, that little floater in the center field, he'll score 10 times out of 10.
I think there may be a note from Jimmy Dietrich as he comes out to talk with his left-hander about potentially changing up the looks a little bit. One-run ball game here in the second. It's 3 spot for the Sky Sox, and it's been all about speed.
Yeah, it's been a slow start for Delvecchio so far, which feels weird because the Ballers are coming off a series where their starters have just really carved up their opponent in the Glacier Range Riders. There was one bad start in there for Dylan Matsuoka, but the other starts were basically all quality starts, with the exception, I guess, of the fact that Luke Short got hurt, and then Zach St. Pierre went 5 1/3.
There goes Roberts. The first pitch is a strike. The throwdown is perfect from Tatum, and it is not in time. It was a perfect throw, but it was not in time.
I did think Roberts got his hand in.
Yep,
ahead of the
as
throw.
do I. But again, going first move on Delvecchio. Not afraid to test the lefty. It's 0-1 to Slight. Pitch way outside.
When you have a slow delivery, when you're slow towards home plate. Now, I'm not talking about pop time for a catcher, basically pop time for a pitcher. When that's too slow, teams will take advantage of that. The Ballers have been running on lefties all year. So Delvecchio has to be quicker to keep the runners from advancing.
Next pitch is a ground ball foul. It's 1-2. Or is it the matter of, listen, even with a runner at second, working in the slide step?
Yeah.
Oakland 4, Colorado Springs 3 here in the top of the second. A 1-2 on its way. Delvecchio looks at second, and now he throws to the plate. It's swung on and missed, the big curveball, and the inning is finally over. A couple more strikeouts for Delvecchio, but he allows 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Oakland up 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the second on 860 AM, The Answer. Bottom of the second inning, Oakland with a 4-3 lead. We'll see Tatum, Leahy, and Cobb, the 3 Oakland batters, all righties, against the righty Austin Coleman. I see a bus driving behind the left field wall, and the only reason I say it is because the Sky Sox, as of, well, 2 hours ago, didn't have an operational one, and it does seem to be fixed now. I wanted to talk about the Battle of Dunkirk for a certain reason today, and we'll get into that. Here is Tatum leading the team at 370. 14 home runs, 54 driven in. First pitch fastball is low for ball one. Now, at the Battle of Dunkirk in 1940, on the shores of France, 1-0. It's down low. It was a pretty major loss for the British against Nazi Germany during World War II. But the evacuation from the beach was very unusual. 2-0 pitch is off the plate, 3-0. Because of the relatively short distance between Dunkirk and whether it was Dover or another town in England, Tatum takes a strike. They sent civilian boats to pick up the soldiers who were waiting to be evacuated on the beaches of Dunkirk, who were at the more or less sitting ducks as Tatum fouls his way 3-2. I say all this because the Owls, the Sky Sox, did not have a bus at their hotel, and the employees of the Ballers had to go in their own cars and pick them all up and bring them to the ballpark. Maybe not as heroic, but again, as a post-grad history major, I cannot help but see similarities. The 3-2 to Tatum is grounded down the line. It is going to be a fair ball, and the throw across the diamond is not in time. Tatum just beats it out, and that was close. I don't know.
Ooh, I thought out.
I thought that throw from Denton still beat him by a step.
Heck of a play by Denton either way. I definitely, on first glance, thought Tatum was out there at first base.
Give Dylan a ton of credit for legging that one out. Ben may have a sharper look to let us know whether or not that play was indeed called correctly. It's the third hit for Oakland, and here is Dylan Tatum Jr., Nick Leahy. First pitch is a called strike. You think he's safe?
Yeah.
All right, so correctly called by Grant Myers, but just barely. The 0-1, Leahy swings and fouls it away. 4-3 Oakland. Coleman on the 0-2. Fires to the plate, and Leahy hits the ball off the hands to center. This will chase back Roberts a few steps. He stops in front of the track and makes the catch. One away.
354 feet, not bad for a ball inside. Leahy smashed it. Coleman, better in terms of location than some of those pitches we saw in the first inning.
Here's Tremaine Cobb. Cobb walked to lead off the game. At least the offensive game for Oakland. Coleman comes set. And the pitch on its way to Cobb is a slider that's swung on and fouled out of play. Couple of big innings early on. 4 for the Ballers in the first, 3 for the Sky Sox in the second. Coleman, who threw a lot of pitches in that first inning. The 0-1 to Cobb is swung on and fouled away.
Not only that, he's coming off of a start in which he threw 7 1/3 against Boise on Wednesday.
And was quite good.
Yeah. Did give up a couple bombs, but only 5 earned runs over 7 1/3 innings. That'll play in the Pioneer
You
League.
can live with that. The pitch to Cobb is again fouled away. Again, the off-speed pitch. Again, falling away, and really, it's a really nice spot, I must say, looking on the TrackMan to where Coleman is with that last pitch. I mean, that is right on the outside corner. That is painted.
Yeah, good fight from Trey. That in his game-tying hit at bat on Sunday had a lot of foul balls just like that.
0-2, Cobb takes high.
He just kept fouling off balls off the plate. Then he finally got him. It was a breaking ball from a lefty, so trying to backdoor Trey on the outside corner, and then he just knocked it through the right side.
Yeah, just turning the wrists over with a little flick to the right side. The 1-2 is inside to Cobb. It's 2-2 now. One away here in the bottom of the second. Oakland leading 4-3. Coleman set. And the 2-2 to Cobb is swung on, hit up the middle. It's stopped by the second baseman, and he can't find the baseball. Cobb is safe, and that's going to be an infield single. It rolled up his diving backhand, and the second baseman, Neighbors, again, able to stop it on the infield, but Cobb is on for the second time.
Yeah, it was an impressive stop by Kamayu Neighbors, but alas, 2 on and 1 out for a battle between some former teammates at Point Loma, Isai Santos and Austin Coleman.
This will be a fun battle then. Santos ended up scoring in that inning after reaching on a fielder's choice in the first. 2 on, 1 out. And now a step off by Coleman. Defense playing deep on the infield. Both runners will get some decent leads. First pitch is a high drive to right. This is definitely in the park, however. The right fielder's Slight comes in and puts it away for out number 2.
Unleashes the cannon to right field. Looks like Lou Helmick out there.
Yeah, just a one to measure, I guess. Sort of a heave from half court for Slight.
And to be fair, because the issues with their bus, they came late, so he probably wasn't really able to get much long toss in before the game.
He might have missed long toss, that is true. Now Davis Druick. It was Druick's RBI triple that gave Oakland its first run, and then on the triple, on the slide in, the missed errant throw by Neighbors allowed Druick to score. First pitch is sent to left field, carrying deep at the wall, and that baby is gone. A 3-run home run for Davis Druick.
He was trying to do that the first time up. He went oppo twice and fouled both off. He ended up tripling to dead center. This time he straightens it out a little bit to left field, and that's good for his 12th homer of the year.
You know, when you throw a off-speed pitch that ends up being center cut, even a missed swing with the power of Druick can sometimes get you a result like that. 7-3 Oakland. Triple and home run in his first 2 at-bats. Not too bad for Davis Druick. First pitch to Harris is swung on and fouled back.
That was a first pitch bomb by Druick this time, attacking right away.
And both times, Harris has hunted Coleman on the first pitch of the next at-bat. So a Little League home run and then a professional home run, you could say.
Yeah.
Way outside by Harris. 1-1.
Were you beginning to imply that there are several levels of home runs?
I think so.
Because I think that could be a high school or college home run. Professional home run. That's the one Almanza hit.
Almanza hit quite a blast. The 1-1 is a high, deep drive down the left field line, but well out in front is Harris, as that one was headed for Mandela.
Grown man swing right there from Danny. Just early.
And are there different levels of swing?
Oh yeah, you got grown man.
Because I know there's a big man's rebound.
Right. Adolescent swing. Little baby swing. That's what I took in high school. That's why I rode the bench.
1-2. Pitch on its way is a fastball down and in. It's 2-2. Two home runs already for Oakland, a 2-run shot by Almanza, a 3-run shot by Druick. Danny takes slow and away. It's now 3-2. And I think now our scoreboard is finally fully cooperating on our Flow video stream. 3-2 to Harris. He swings it to ground ball toward the right side. It is through, and that is a base hit for Danny, who's on for the second time. More 2-out magic. And Oakland now has 6 hits in today's contest.
This is nothing new for Colorado Springs. The Sky Sox are used to high-scoring games. They have given up the most runs in the league, over 100 more than the next team. But They have, given credit, played slightly more low-scoring games of late, and they've also been scoring a lot of late. Their series against Boise.
Sorry, Nevada. There are, unfortunately to say, dizzying numbers that have come out of the first half for this team, but they are, hopefully, for the general sense of baseball, on the rise.
Yeah, I mean, game one last Tuesday against Boise, they won 13-10, so they're not out of this.
First pitch to Almanza is low, and maybe a touch inside. It's 1-0.
They held Boise to 5 runs in game 2, 3 in game 3. So the pitching, we've seen some good performances.
Almanza, high deep drive to center field. This one's got a chance. It's very deep, and it's very gone. Well, if there's one zone you don't throw a big, powerful lefty, it's a fastball down and in. 4-10 to center.
He loves that low pitch. He is a self-described low ball hitter, and he torched that one off the batter's eye in center field for his second pro 2-homer game.
It is now 9-3. And Coleman is now getting tagged pretty well. It's 7 hits and 9 runs in 1 2/3. And some really loud contact now. 1-0. Buford takes low. It is a 5-run second after a 4-run first. Coleman to the plate, and Buford fouls it out of play. Much better location that time. That was in on the hands. It's a 2-1 pitch, and Buford swings. This is off the hands, toward right, slight in, out is Neighbors. It's Neighbors putting it away with 2 hands, and that will end the inning. 5 runs for Oakland on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 2 homers in the inning, a 3-run shot for Druick, a 2-run shot for Almanza, and we move on to the third. It's 9-3 Oakland on 860 AM. The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM. The Answer. It's Oakland 9 and Colorado Springs 3, as Del Vecchio will face 3, 4, and 5 in Denton, Hall, and Moody.
It's about as good as you can get for a pitcher in their pro debut in terms of run support.
Now, I did want to talk about the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, because for the longest time, that was a pretty major brand in the Pacific Coast League at the level for AAA for both the Colorado Rockies and the Milwaukee Brewers. That franchise later moved to become the San Antonio Missions, and the stadium was taken over by the Rocky Mountain Vibes. First pitch to Denton is a called strike, but the Sky Sox had Todd Helton, they had Charlie Blackmon, they had Ryan Braun, they had so many household names when you think of the Colorado Rockies and then later the Milwaukee Brewers for the short time they were there. That's down low and away. And now it's sort of temporarily reborn as the temporary name for this team, which was known as the Owls, as Denton swings over the pitch. That was down and away. It's 1-2. Because they needed a name that was not tied up in the Future Legends litigation, or that the IP was owned by that particular group, high and away. And what was available in the league? Well, the Sky Sox jerseys were available as a throwback uni with the Rocky Mountain vibes, so that was to be the easiest way to go about this whole swap, as the next pitch is outside 3-2.
I think my favorite part of the story this season is when the Grand Junction Jackalopes faced the Grand Junction Jackalopes.
The 3-2 on its way is a breaking ball. Strike 3 called on the outside. And we're going to have a challenge on Zane Denton. There's a beautiful breaking ball. Let's see what we got. It's confirmed a strike at the bottom of the zone. Another strikeout for Del Vecchio. That's 4.
It was just a perfect pitch. Breaking ball right on the low outside corner. Perfect backdoor curve.
The first baseman, number 25, Christian Hall.
So I would not say a bad challenge, because it was a perfect pitch. I mean, you couldn't place it any better if you rolled it. But
that would be a bit low, don't you think?
I think sort of like a bowling alley. The first pitch is swung and missed by Hall. Because, you could bowl, you could put spin on it, or you could sort of place the ball down and with your palms just sort of slide it over so it turns very slowly down the old bowling alley lane. Bowling lane, that's what I'm looking for. Curveball down and away. It's 1-1. 9-3 Oakland in the third. 4 Ks for Del Vecchio in his debut through 2 1/3 so far. The 1-1 is a big breaking ball inside this time.
We kind of lost track, but I do want to say shout out Joe Horton, who writes for the website Dispatches from Raimondi, his little blog site.
2-1, fastball high and into Hall. It's now 3-1.
But he always does a know your foe, so he, if you want to find out more information, read more about Colorado Springs, the Sky Sox, how they got there, you can also check out that article.
3-1, swung I missed. And on the topic of World War II, maybe a little bit different from Frank Capra's Know Your Enemy, which, say not totally PC anymore. Wartime, what can you do, I guess. 3-2 on its way. 2 history drops in the same game. I'm loving this so far. The 3-2, a high chopper to Harris, who runs it over the underhand flip in time. A 4-3 ground out for out number 2.
Well, if Del Vecchio, rolled home a bowling ball, then Hall just smacked that baseball off of a trampoline. That was a huge hop to second.
That looks like when you get a big bounce in ping pong and you just slam it down on the other side of the table.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what that's like.
I wouldn't know what that's like. I don't ping, nor do I pong.
I pong and I ping.
Here is Kai Moody. It's good to be back with you, man, I got to say.
Ditto.
2 outs in the third, and the first pitch to Moody is a fastball inside. Moody drew a leadoff walk in the second. That was part of the 3-run rally for Colorado Springs. Next pitch. Changeup with some decent movement, but below the zone. It's now 2-0.
How do you feel about the Sky Sox logo?
The sock with the bat, there's a couple different throwback unis. So next pitch is high, 3-0. There's what I think is a mountain with eyes. That was the most recent one. This is the Sky Sox, I think, more of the 80s and 90s, I want to say.
I like
the
the
white
teal.
and green, yeah. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Moody. 2 walks to the City Kid.
Yep, 38 now this season. He grabs a lot of free passes.
A rosin bag fired out by Jim Dietrich. Guess it was not previously there before.
The left fielder, number 24, TJ McKenzie.
Here's TJ McKenzie now, who doubled in a run. He doubled in Moody. Another chance for Del Vecchio to See how he does with some speedy base runners. Big lead for Moody at first. First pitch is right down the pipe. It's strike one. That time Moody took a step back from the left-hander. A double look from Del Vecchio. Now he throws home. That's low. It's 1-1. Moody this year only has 2 steals. It's McKenzie at the plate, who now has 20. The pitch is a fastball way in.
McKenzie, a former St. Louis Cardinals draftee, went in the 39th round in 2019 out of the Benjamin School. That's in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
Are you familiar with the Benjamin School?
No, not really.
Next pitch on its way is down and in.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, 2020.
He may not have signed.
Well, no, he went to Vandy. But I saw Battle Creek, and I thought, wait a minute, how do I not know him if he was a Battle Creek Battle Jack? He was not. He was the Battle Creek Bomber back in 2020 before they changed brands in the Northwoods.
The 3-1 on its way. McKenzie swings, hits this to right field. Santos over, now in. He stops. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. A man left on base. We move on to the bottom of the third. It's Oakland 9 and Colorado Springs 3 on 860 AM The Answer. Bottom 3 for Oakland here in the bottom of the third. Helmick, Tatum, and Leahy against Austin Coleman, who is still pitching out there. Now, I know that in this season, the way that Dimitri Young and Ray King have used their pitching staff, it's more to make sure that they don't overwork their bullpen. So Coleman, even though he has given up the 9 runs, as the first pitch is high and outside to Helmick, he may have the third and the fourth. It is a bullpen that has been taxed pretty well. Pitch to Lou is swung on and missed. That was a nice pitch. 1-1. Helmick a fly out to deep right in his first at bat. Coleman comes set. And the pitch on its way is a line drive to center field. Roberts is over. He's into the alley. He will make the catch on the track for out number 1. Another pretty good ride from Helmick, some 355 feet, but comes up short in right center.
He's just missing it. Maybe not catching the sweet spot of the barrel, but still being barreled up.
Here's Dylan Tatum. Tatum singled in the second and came in to score on the Druick 3-run home run. First pitch, a ground ball, and it's into the glove of the third baseman Denton, and this time he'll get up and throw out Tatum. So 2 really nice plays from Denton, one which Tatum beats out, and now one which he doesn't. 2 outs in the third.
If you're Dimitri Young, you'll absolutely take those 2 quick outs to start this inning. He would like Austin Coleman to work at least through 4, I think, is the goal. Like you said. Probably not 5.
Here is Leahy. First pitch is a ground ball to short. This could end the inning. Getting up as a shortstop, throwing across the diamond. It's in time. A very quick inning for Austin Coleman. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. To the fourth we go. 9-3 Oakland on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM, The Answer. Your line score through 3 innings. It's 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 error for the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. 9 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Oakland Ballers. Dylan Delvecchio still on the mound, but to the mic is Nevada Cullen. And I must ask, I do understand you actually have a certain connection to the Oakland left-hander today.
Yes. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I had thought you said you saw him
Oh,
in
I
the
did.
north. Okay,
Yep.
Let's start that again.
Let's.
To the mic is Nevada Cullen, and I understand you have a certain special connection to the Oakland left-hander.
That's right. And I'll tell you all about the Kokomo Jackrabbits here in the top of the 4th inning, as the lefty Delvecchio will face the bottom of the Sky Sox lineup. First, it's Omar Velos, who popped out to Almanza behind first last time up. First pitch bounced foul of third, 0-1. So I spent a summer, it was 2022 in the Northwoods League with the Battle Creek Battle Jacks, and I got to take one trip to Kokomo, Indiana. And there, I would have probably seen either pitch or seen from afar Dylan Delvecchio. 0-1 is low, 1-1.
So Key Largo, Montego, you know.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe why don't we go down to Kokomo? But yes, he pitched for Kokomo in 2021 and 2022. He threw 27 innings in each season, about a 5 ERA over those 2 years. There's a pop-up right side again for Velos. Back out to short right field. Danny Harris makes the catch, 1 away. It's a 9-3 Ballers lead, top of the 4th, 1 out. Next up is Kamayu Neighbors. And now, one thing that I think I learned from you, Tyler, is the Kokomo Jackrabbits don't exist anymore.
Wow. If I had said that before, it's certainly not knowledge that I have off the back of my hand.
Actually, you know what? I bet it was Scott Gladstone.
Yes, I bet you it was Scott Gladstone.
And it's interesting. I'll just read this from Wikipedia as Neighbors takes a strike, 0-1. It's the reason that they are not playing in 2025 at least is the team ownership and the city of Kokomo are in court over a contract dispute. There's a strike, 0-2. So Delvecchio pitching against a team that has dealt with a similar situation in the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. 0-2 from Delvecchio. Wave and a miss, strike 3. That's 5 Ks for Delvecchio. He gets Neighbors swinging. That's the first time Neighbors has been retired in his pro career. So 2 down, nobody on for the Sky Sox 9-hitter, Edwin Martinez Pagani.
We'll see how much longer Delvecchio has. He is over 70 pitches now. He hasn't pitched in a while. Would love to see him get his first pro win. I don't know if he can go through 5.
First pitch fouled right back over the press box. It's 0-1. Now, I will say, if he gets Pagani, Martinez Pagani here quickly, I could see him pitching the 5th, but he's got to tell the coaching staff that he really wants it, because otherwise, I think it's better that he keep a low pitch count today. There's a pop fly out and a right field foul into the stands. Takes a big hop and then it goes midway up the right field stands. It's 0-2 on Edwin Martinez Pagani, who struck out his first time looking against Del Vecchio. 9-3 Oakland, top of the 4th inning. 2 outs, bases empty. The righty Martinez Pagani, the lefty Del Vecchio is set at the belt. His pitch is swung on and missed. Make it 6 strikeouts in the professional debut of Dylan Del Vecchio. He throws a beautiful breaking ball there and retires the side in order in the top of the 4th inning. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Ballers coming back up 9-3 on Colorado Springs here on 860 AM The Answer. (9-3) Oakland lead in the bottom of the 4th here from Oakland. I'm Nevada Cullen alongside Tyler Peterson. Vince is back in our 860 AM The Answer studios. Thanks for tuning in on your Tuesday evening here from Ramandi Park. As Austin Coleman, as Tyler predicted, returns for the bottom of the 4th inning and has to go through this lineup one more time. This is the 3rd time through, and Tremaine Cobb Jr. takes a low inside strike. It's 0-1. Ballers have not had to challenge yet in this game. This is definitely an upgrade umpiring to the series in Kalispell. Pitch inside, 1-1. I was back at it, Tyler, at grilling umpires. That will not be happening this series. 1-1. Outside 2-1. Not with the game that Anthony.
You were not. Yeah, you were not happy in Glacier.
No.
Once again.
I counted 16 missed calls in the finale, and that wasn't even. That was probably the best zone of the week. 2-1. Cobb, hard hit ground ball, 4 hops to short, backhand Martinez Pagani, perfect throw over to first, 1 down.
I'll say this, Martinez Pagani, he throws that baseball.
Uncorks is the right way to put it. He goes with such a high arm angle. I feel like you usually see shortstops, throw from the ear, kind of like a catcher almost. No, he's over the top. Isai Santos is next. One more matchup against his former collegiate teammate at Point Loma. He's 0-for-2 against him today. First pitch taken low and inside, 1-0. These two likely to face off again on Sunday, as Coleman is the Tuesday starter and Colorado Springs is on a 5-man rotation. 9-3 Oakland, bottom of the 4th. 1-0 pitch, Santos strokes it, left field, and he takes his former teammate deep with a solo blast here in the 4th. Santos with his 4th homer of the campaign, and the Ballers are into double figures. It's 10-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Well, he might have got him the first couple of times, but that's the one that these two will remember.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Santos is not going to let Coleman forget that one for a while. The former Point Loma teammates. And Santos takes his old friend deep. 386 feet from Santos there at a left center field. Not actually hit that hard, but hit very far. 96 off the bat. That's no slouch. Davis Druick takes in 1-0. Already a triple and a homer today for Druick. So a double and a single shy of the cycle. 1-0 is high, 2-0. Tyler?
We are on cycle watch.
I don't believe we've had one yet for the Ballers in franchise history.
You are correct.
This feels like the spot. Davis Druick loves a double. And then if he can just not homer on his last at-bat, Druick swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. If he could just not homer, then just stay at first. You got to do it. Do it for the vine.
I'm glad at least that our two generations crossed over at that point in time.
2-1 Druick cuts over the top of a off-speed pitch, bottom of the zone.
I say it with, what, 5 years that separate us?
Yeah. Still, I'm Gen Z, you're a millennial.
I guess.
2-2 pitch, foul tip, and Druick stays alive. That hit Velos and then the home plate umpire, Anthony Prater. Still 2-2 on Druick. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Ballers lead 10-3 after Isai Santos' homer. That's the 4th homer of the game for Oakland. It's after a series in which they hit 4 homers. Almanza twice, Tatum once, Cobb once. 2-2 to the right side, scooped up by the first baseman Hall. Thought maybe for a second it would sneak through for a single, moving Druick just a double shy of the cycle, but that's not the case as he's now 2 for 3 today. 3 unassisted put out for out number 2. Brings up Danny Harris, who has scored twice today. Walking a single.
If I'm Coleman here, I'm not throwing him anything good on the first pitch with the way he's been taking some of his swings early on.
Yeah, that was a booming foul ball last time up to left field. Harris takes a while before standing in from the right side. 2 outs, 10-3 Ballers in the 4th. Harris takes way in, 1-0. That's a good idea for the first pitch to Harris there.
Yeah, you don't want him to cheat.
No.
And that'll certainly back him off at 91.
1-0 count. Coleman, the righty, set in the stretch at the belt. Comes home. Harris takes outside for his strike. Good breaking ball. Now Coleman, he sets up, I would say, third base side of the rubber. Might be pretty straight up, though. And then, again, working from the stretch. 4 on the timer. Pitches. Low and in.
I will say this. There's no one up in the Ballers bullpen.
Okay, so Dylan Delvecchio might just go for his first pro win. That's awesome. Harris takes low and in. 3-1. On deck, Christian Almanza. The Ballers have 2 3-homer games in their franchise history, 1 this season. Harris swings and torches a line drive to center field. It ducks in front of Roberts. He's been aboard all 3 times, and Harris has his 21st multi-hit game of the year. A 2-out single to center here in the 4th.
So are we calling it the Brett Barrera or the Nick Leahy?
Well, Barrera had the first, Leahy had the last. This would be more Barrera-like because with Leahy, we didn't see it coming. And with Almanza, like Barrera, you can kind of feel that at some point in Almanza's pro career, he's going to have a 3-homer game. Is it here? Let's see. Up to 18 bombs on the year. The team leader. First pitch, low, 1-0. Now, is it going to be here? I'm going to actually predict no, because I don't think Austin Coleman throws Almanza a strike.
Well, we're only up by 7, so I cannot ask the 8-ball, which was so graciously donated to the broadcast.
It is 10-3 Ballers, bottom of the 4th. Almanza swings, cranks it, right center field. He's done it! A 3-homer game from Christian Almanza. He does it in the first 4 innings. It's the 3rd 3-homer game in Ballers history. And it's 12-3 Oakland in the 4th.
And that one just did scrape over the top of the wall, some 368 feet. And boy, has it been loud contact all day.
Goodness. Almanza, I didn't know if that would have the launch angle. It did not have much launch angle. It had just enough launch angle to get it over the wall. And the Ballers are up 9 with their 5th tater. It's 12-3 in the bottom of the 4th, 2 outs for Cam Buford. First pitch, low and away.
I hope they can hear that in either Sacramento or San Francisco.
3-homer game for Almanza. Buford pops it up, right side foul ground. First baseman Hall has room, puts it away for out number 3. But Christian Almanza, through 4 innings today in Oakland, has himself his first pro 3-home run game. In the inning, the Ballers get 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, none left, 2 bombs. Isai Santos and Christian Almanza go deep in the 4th. Let's go to the 5th, 12-3 Oakland on 860 AM The Answer. St. Mary's Gales, stand up. Dylan Delvecchio is 6 Ks in his first 4 pro innings. And in the same game, his former collegiate teammate, Christian Almanza, has gone yard 3 times to give his old buddy some run support. Here in the top of the 5th, it's Ballers 12, Sky Sox 3 here on 860 AM The Answer. Ooh, quite the start to this one. A lot of offense. Leadoff hitter Roberts cranks one to left field. This might go. It is fair. It is gone. Off the netting, a first pitch bomb for Brett Roberts of the Sky Sox. And they get one back. It's 12-4 Oakland in the top of the 5th on Brett Roberts' 9th long ball of the season.
And that was nothing more than I see a breaking ball breaking down into the middle of the zone, and I'm going to put the bat head out and hit it some 340 feet.
It's so odd because I would think, and maybe I don't know how weather works, but it's a cloudy day here in West Oakland. Marine layer has really been hanging over us for, the past week? I wasn't here all week last week, so. Evan Slight coming up. First pitch swinging, flies it to left field. Helmick at the track. He leaps and makes the catch. What a catch out there by Lou Helmick. Nice little leap there to haul it in, one away. I thought for a moment that the Sky Sox had back-to-back homers on back-to-back pitches right there.
I think Evan Slight just took a page out of Robert and just thought, I'm going to see a good pitch and I'm going to swing at it. And that was a challenge fastball pretty much right down the middle.
It looks like Dylan Matsuoka warming in the pen for the Ballers.
Yes, Matsuoka, who has been, I think, wanting a change.
There's a line drive into left center field. At the wall, it is out of here. Zane Denton with the solo shot, attacking early in the count. Takes a low inside pitch and hits his 4th homer in 17 games. Colorado Springs with 2 solo blasts here in the 5th. It's 12-5 Oakland.
This has happened so fast that Matsuoka hasn't even got onto the actual hill of the bullpen. So I think that Aaron Miles is really wanting these next 2 outs to come rather quickly for Delvecchio's sake.
Again, still just needs 2 more outs to be eligible for his first pro win. 1 out, first pitch, oh no. Left field, curling foul, but it could stay fair. It's fair for a solo shot, according to Alan Walker. He says it curls around the pole, And the Ballers will argue this one, I would think. Aaron Miles already out of his dugout before Christian Hall even finishes rounding the bases.
I will say, a very strange sequence of at-bats, though. Very, very strange. Almost 4 home runs in a row, and, oh, man, I don't know about that.
We don't have a good view of it from the press box.
I really don't know about that.
The umpires are going to talk about this one.
It is not.
It's actually almost just what Oakland needed, in a way, so that Dylan Matsuoka can get some more warm-up pitches in.
I really don't think that was a home run. I have to say, I don't think that was a home run.
So umpires are still talking about it, and now they're going to talk to the Colorado Springs dugout. That, to me, screams that they're going to change this.
They are going to change this.
So my guess is that Alan Walker saw something to call it fair, but the other umpires did not see the same thing and have overruled him. And instead it will be a foul ball, and they are pointing back to the box for Christian Hall. It's just a foul ball in the end.
In defense, I do believe they got this call right.
Yeah.
There is really not room behind that foul pole. It is not flush with the net, but that is really not a situation. And we saw this last year with the home run, the first pro home run for Trip Clark.
Yep.
That was a missed call.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing for it to bounce off against. It's 0-1 to Christian Hall. Pitch on its way to Hall is inside, 1-1.
Oh, right, I'm on play-by-play.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
It's okay, I got distracted too. So it's 12-5 Oakland. Pitch to Hall. Call it a ball just inside, 2-1. Hall today is 0 for 2, nearly hit a first pitch homer to left field. It was ruled a homer at first by Alan Walker, third base umpire. He was overruled. 2-1 is a strike. 2-2.
It's funny, I almost don't know what to make of what I just saw in the last 4 batters.
Yeah. Nearly homer, fly out, almost homer. Homer, homer. 2-2. Broken back ground ball to second. Almanza's got to hurry back to the bag. Harris throws, and Almanza's nearly taken out at first base.
That's good athleticism from the big first baseman. A little bit of a late read there, but he got the job done. He got back in time. Harris knew to wait until he looked up, because it's not like an NFL receiver where you turn around and expect the football.
Yeah.
That is a hard, hard, leathery baseball coming toward your face. You got to be looking at your man.
Yep. So, home run, fly out, home run, foul ball, then eventually ground out. All 4 homers, all 4 batters have either homered or almost homered. And here's Moody. First pitch to the righty is high and in, 1-0.
I'm almost glad to see Delvecchio miss with the first pitch, just to make sure Moody is not trying to time one.
And it's odd because that pitch, that foul ball, was at the bottom of the zone. It wasn't a bad pitch at all. 1-0 is in, 2-0.
The one to Denson was a brilliant pitch. It was like the one Franzen threw to Horner.
Right.
It was right on the inside.
And sometimes teams just get hot. That's the case for the Sky Sox in this inning, as there's a strike, 2-1 on the right-handed hitting Moody. But it just felt like they could not stop hitting the ball out of the park. 2 homers in the inning. It's 12-5 Oakland, top of the 5th. Pitch to Moody is low, 3-1. Moody today has walked twice. He also has a 7-game hit streak. The DH today for the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, who trail by 7 instead of 9 here in the 5th. 3-1 count. Pitch from Delvecchio is hit foul off to the right. 3-2. 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. Delvecchio with 5 innings of 5-run ball. Sounds a little bit better than 5 innings of 6-run ball. So I'm sure he's thrilled that the home run was overturned, and now a chance to finish his day without any further damage. Moody, the righty, swings the bat halfway in front of the plate. He's ready for the 3-2. Delvecchio, the lefty, set at the belt, kicks, fires, missed low and in. That's a walk.
It's 3 walks to Moody, but that is an excellent pitch. And right now, Aaron Miles, can he hold out?
Looks like it. He's not.
Can he hold out? No. Darn.
So close. Just 1 out shy of being eligible for his first pro win, but Dylan Delvecchio will exit here in the top of the 5th inning with the Ballers leading 12-5 against Colorado Springs. And he takes the ball from his left-handed starter, goes to a right-handed reliever. Matsuoka on. We'll tell you about it when you return in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. There is 1 on, and the Ballers lead by 7 on 860 AM The Answer. New arm for Oakland. It's a 12-5 lead for the Ballers here in the top of the 5th. It's Dylan Matsuoka on in relief of Dylan Delvecchio. So Dylan for Dylan exchange on the hill. Matsuoka Thursday at Glacier in a 12-2 loss. Got the loss, 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, and a strikeout. 24-year-old righty from Sammamish, Washington, has a 6.48 ERA, 3-1 record. This is his 10th appearance, first out of the bullpen, 41 2/3 innings, 52 hits, 22 walks, and 35 Ks for the righty, Matsuoka.
All in all, I think you give a guy a month off between the last time he's played baseball. Dylan Delvecchio should not be too disappointed with 6 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, and 4 walks. The walks up to the pitch count, 3 of them to Kai Moody. Apparently, he wanted no part of him today. But all in all, I think a good first impression overall from Dylan Delvecchio.
Yeah. The 2 homers in this inning, a head-scratching conclusion to his day, which was excellent on the whole. And now with 2 outs, Matsuoka on, and his first pitch is called a ball low and outside to TJ McKenzie, 1-0.
And Matsuoka had been wanting a change to the bullpen, even though it's 6 shutout innings, the pitcher of the week. This is a role where he thinks he can get more velo in a shorter amount of a stint. And now without Lambert, someone in the back end of the bullpen that you can trust.
And he throws a wild pitch there. It's 2-0 on McKenzie. But you're right, Matsuoka, I think, might be at his best out of the pen. He's used to that. That is how he pitched last year for Ogden, out of the pen. And perhaps he can have success out of the pen for Oakland. We saw flashes of brilliance out of the rotation from him. 2-0 is buried in the dirt, 3-0. But he had also been roughed up in a couple of his last few starts, and so he moves to the pen. And with the addition of Delvecchio, today's starter, there is not a need for Matsuoka to be a starter. 3-0 to McKenzie, and Matsuoka walks him on 4 pitches.
I think the other part of this is how well both Noah Milliken and Gabe Tanner have done since their arrivals, both with sub-3 ERAs, both guys that didn't necessarily bring a lot of panache as far as guys who you expected to come in and have great starts, they have come in, fought their way to some really good outings. I mean, Milliken has had some of the best outings of any starter the last month.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really move any of the starters. Luke Short, unfortunately, is injured with the oblique strain that he suffered in his last start. First pitch to Omar Velos is grounded towards Short, and rough hop for Cobb, throw to second just in time. Nice job by Trey Cobb to stay with it for out number 3. Fielder's choice ends the frame, and Colorado Springs gets 2 runs on 2 homers in the 5th, and they leave 1. We're halfway home here from Raimondi Park. It's 12-5 Ballers over the Sky Sox on 860 AM The Answer. Bottom of the 5th, 12-5 Ballers over the Sky Sox. Still, Austin Coleman on the hill. He has surrendered 5 home runs so far. He'll face the bottom of the lineup. 7-8-9 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bada Cohen alongside Tyler Peterson here on 860 AM The Answer. Vince is back in our studio tonight, and it is a cloudy night here in the Bay. The marine layer has been present throughout the last 3 days. It has not receded, really. Coleman still warming up here in the bottom of the 5th. Colorado Springs has been feisty offensively. They nearly homered 4 times in the top of this inning. Instead, they settled for 2 homers, 1 fly out, 1 reversed homer call, ended up being a foul ball. That's Lou Helmick, who will lead off this inning. He has almost homered twice. There have been 7 homers in this game as Helmick takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. Lou Helmick looking to push his hit streak to 5 games. .335 average of this season. Helmick flies it foul off to the left, 1-1.
Park has played like a day game today. It's very odd.
Yes, I've also said that. I guess it's because of the weather, but it feels like a warmer day should allow the ball to carry more. Maybe the wind is blowing out. Helmick takes low, 2-1. It doesn't look like the wind is blowing much right now, and so maybe we won't have any more homers in this game. 2-1 fell back to the screen. Obviously, I said that because it would be funny if that were not the case.
2,298 the fans today.
I believe it's also almost time for one of our segments, if you can think of a question.
Yes, I am trying.
Anything Dunkirk related?
That's a good question.
2-2 in the dirt.
I don't know that I should be asking too many questions about World War II. I mean, I am certainly someone who will read a 600-page book on Operation Barbarossa, but I don't know that that's everyone's cup of tea.
No. That's fair. Payoff. Helmick cranks a line drive into the netting in front of the right field stand. Still 2-2. Still 3-2 on Helmick, who is over 2 with 2 flyouts today. Ball 4 flashing on the screen, but Helmick wants to hit here. And the payoff pitch from the righty Coleman is hit right back into his glove. Line drive, and he kind of fell down into the ball. Austin Coleman with the spear of the baseball for out number 1.
Today just seems like all or nothing. It's either a home run or an out.
Yeah.
There's none of this single to fielder's choice. I mean, there was a little bit of that early on.
The Ballers have hit four singles, and they have 6 extra base hits, a triple, and 5 homers. So yeah, you're onto something there. Dylan Tatum takes outside, 1-0. He went 2 weeks without a home run.
Well, for the Sky Sox, it's a single,
two doubles,
two doubles, and 2 homers.
Yeah. Tatum takes, that's a ball, 2-0. So what is that? 4 singles in the game?
2 singles,
5.
2 singles, 2 home runs, and a double.
All right, I think that's 6 singles overall. A lot more extra base hits than usual. 2-0, flown to center field. Roberts in left center field, drifting over, makes the catch. 2 down. This is the complete opposite so far of the Ballers series in Kalispell, in which every game was low scoring and every hit was a single. 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the 5th. Ballers up 12-5. And it's been boom or bust for Oakland in this game. 3rd inning, and this inning so far, no hits in those 2 innings. Leahy takes a strike, 0-1.
I have an 11th hour question on the answer. Your favorite throwback or retro jersey in any sport? In honor of the Sky Sox today.
0-1. Leahy swinging and a missed. 0-2. Give me the Baltimore Orioles white uniforms with the cursive script.
Like the Brett Roberts?
Right here. As Leahy takes ball 1, 1-2.
With filled in orange, I see.
Yep. What do you got for me?
Mark Kahn says throwback 80s Astros. So
Yeah,
maybe
choice.
is that the sort of sunrise jersey?
1-2 is a strike. Leahy takes strike 3. That's right over the middle. Is he challenging?
Correction, the strike is being challenged by the Ballers.
Oof. Not a good look for Leahy there. That's going to be the 2nd strikeout for Coleman. That is very much a strike. Colorado Springs is almost all off the field. And Oakland is 0 for 1 in their challenges today. And they retired in order in the bottom of the 5th. We can finish up question on the answer in the top of the 6th if Tyler pleases. 12-5 Ballers lead Colorado Springs on 8:60 a.m. The answer. Start of the 6th here from Oakland. Ballers lead the Sky Sox 12-5. I'm Nevada Cohen with Tyler Peterson to my left. And do we have any more answers for our question on the answer from the bottom of the 5th?
Yes, Ben says Pirates 70s all yellows, including pants with weird shaped hats and stripes around them.
I like it.
I'll say the early 2000s Mets black uniforms. What I think of the David Wrights.
I think the correct answer, now that I think about it, are the Raptors 90s with the
Purple.
black with the purple.
How about the old Kings jerseys with the lances? I'm
Show me a picture.
I'm of course partial to old Thunder on the Warriors jerseys. Do you know about Thunder?
No, I do not.
We could not have Thunder as a mascot when a team called the Thunder came into the league.
Right? Yeah.
So
That won't fly.
the Butts are going to go with the old Padres jerseys.
First pitch of the inning outside. Ball 1 for Matsuoka to the lefty Neighbors. And then, are there any other? What about some soccer kits? How about give me Fiorentina purple long sleeve. I think it's the Nintendo kits.
I grew up with the SpursMansion.com jerseys.
Nice.
That was my first one with Gareth Bale.
1-0 to Neighbors. Grounded past first foul. 1-1. Oh, I'm forgetting, of course, one of the iconic ones, West Germany, with the colors of the German flag in a zigzag pattern across the chest.
Is this Neighbors? Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. The number is just different from what I wrote down.
Neighbors is a switch hitter. Ground ball to short, picked up and thrown on to first by Cobb for out number 2. Yeah, there's no number 10 on the roster, so I'm guessing this is indeed Neighbors. Sorry, out number 1 for Neighbors. They did have, I think, some updated jersey numbers, and we didn't have time to ask them about it. So,
Partially because they weren't here until very late.
yes,
And
no
it's
fault.
not
of
their
own.
fault. No
No.
fault of their own, yes.
So 1 out in the top of the 6th. Here is Edwin Martinez Pagani, who has 2 strikeouts so far, hitless in 5 straight games. Takes low, 1-0.
Ian, who is sitting 7 chairs to my right, 8 chairs to my right. He offers the Detroit Pistons teal or the Houston Oilers blue.
1-0 outside, 2-0.
I think one of the jerseys that makes these lists all the times are the creamsicles from the
Bucks,
The
yeah.
Bucks. I know you are. Well, I don't know if you're partial to them, but
I'm partial to the Miami Dolphins, and that's what I should have mentioned as some of my favorite throwbacks. Is the 2-0 is outside, 3-0.
I liked growing up with the Dolphin wearing the helmet.
Yeah.
I can't help it. Those are just beautiful.
Those are their best uniforms. Those are some of the best uniforms in all of football. 3-0 is called a ball. Martinez Pagani waited before tossing the bat. Very polite to wait for the maybe call from home plate umpire Tony Prater. It's a 1-out walk from Matsuoka to Martinez Pagani. Top of the 6th, Ballers lead 12-5 against the Sky Sox. We're still talking about our favorite throwback uniforms. Rod Carew Angels from Brian Carmel. Early 80s, pitch outside to Roberts, who homered his last time up. It's 1-0.
I liked. Are they even throwbacks? Do the Giants still wear orange on Fridays? All right, forget it then.
Orioles have brought those back, all orange Fridays. There's a strike, 1-1.
I did not like the early 2000s black A's jerseys, which was black and forest or the green. I didn't care for those.
I don't think that's a hot take. 1-1. Roberts takes high and away. 2-1. Ballers lead 12-5 in the top of the 6th. 1-out runner at first is Martinez Pagani. 2 for 3 today, Roberts.
Are the Pirates vest jerseys, are those throwbacks at this point?
Guess so. 2-1, swing and a miss. 2-2. That invites a new question. When do jerseys become throwbacks? I would argue as soon as they're retired.
Well, I would say if you're a big league shortstop and your father wore them, then I would say those are throwbacks. Jack Wilson and the young phenom.
2-2 toss just clips the outside corner. It's a strikeout for Matsuoka of Roberts. That's Matsuoka's first K today.
Why can't I think of his name?
Who?
Wilson, shortstop.
Oh, Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson. Good Lord. Thank you.
I got you. Here is Evan Slight. He is 0 for 3 today. Runner at first is Martinez Pagani, and Matsuoka checks on him, sliding back safely. Martinez Pagani. Slight's 14-game hit streak on the line. Excuse me. And Slight fouls it away to the left. Nothing in one.
If you do sneeze and you mute yourself, you don't need to say excuse me.
Well, just common courtesy.
Overly polite in the press box.
Yep. I'm having PTSD, I think, to last week when I was here on that Sunday when we had 2 boards and I didn't mute myself. Runner goes, pitches inside for a ball. Throw down from Tatum is not in time. Wow, that looked close there at second.
I think, again, he got in.
Yeah. All right. It was close. But that's a stolen base for Martinez Pagani, who has his first stolen base of the season. It is 1-1 on Slight, left-handed batter. Started 2025 in the Frontier League with Sussex County. Cut and miss, 1-2. Signed by Colorado Springs on May 29th, so he spent the majority of the season in Colorado. 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Matsuoka working from the stretch with 2 outs. Runner at second, holding him is Cobb. Matsuoka looks his way. The throw home is flown to pretty deep left field. Helmick over towards the line to his right. Oh, makes a weird catch out there in left field. And Slight falls to 0 for 4 today. Runner left at second base in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors in the top of the 6th. Ballers still lead 12-5 against Colorado Springs, heading to the home 6th on 8:60 a.m. The Answer. Bottom of the 6th inning here from Oakland, and I cannot believe I'm saying this here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First of all, there's a little kid doing the worm in the Scrappy Dance battle. Second of all, Austin Coleman will face Tremaine Cobb Jr. for a 4th time in a game where he's allowed 12 runs and 5 long balls. It's still the righty Coleman, who has thrown 102 pitches and returns to start the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Cobb is a strike, 0-1. We will also go over scores from around the Pioneer League. We already have a final from Ogden. The Raptors 11, the Hawks 5. The Boise Hawks fall again. Cobb takes in 1-1. That means Boise, after losing 4 of 6 against this Colorado Springs team, has now lost 5 of their first 7. 1-1 to Trey. Cobb takes in. It's 2-1. It looks like Rocky Mountain and Yuba Sutter's game in Colorado Springs will be postponed. That game has not started yet. They could just be in a rain delay, but it should have started by now. Cobb takes a breaking ball near the outside corner. Called a strike. It's 2-2. Score from Grand Junction. It's the Idaho Falls Chuckers up 12-7. That game is just about final. Cobb takes in the dirt, 3-2. It is 3-2 on Tremaine Cobb Jr. He's reached twice today, single and a walk. Coming off a rough series in Kalispell, went just 4 for 23. Did drive in 5 though and homered. The payoff from Coleman. Cobb swings and bounces it. 2 bounces to second base, and the toss to first is in time for out number 1. 1 out, base is empty. Isai Santos will not face his former teammate, Austin Coleman, for a 4th time as Dimitri Young is out to make the switch after Coleman throws 108 pitches today. He gets the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning, and finally, the Sky Sox will go to the pen. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when you return. 12-5 Ballers with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Over the Sky Sox on 860 AM, The Answer. New pitcher here in the bottom of the 6th inning. In for Austin Coleman, it is Michael Lopez Esperanza entering. Left-handed pitcher, waived by Ogden back on May 19th after spring training. Signed by Colorado Springs on June 3rd. Waived on June 15th. Re-signed by the Sky Sox on July 2nd. Michael Lopez Esperanza making his 6th appearance of the year for Colorado Springs. 9.75 ERA, an 0-1 record. 12 innings, 19 hits, 9 walks, and 12 strikeouts for the lefty, Michael Lopez Esperanza. I think it looks like he is listed as just Michael Lopez on Baseball Reference and on the roster of the Sky Sox. So for the sake of time, and since we have not had a chance to talk to the team with them getting in late today, we will refer to him as Michael Lopez so far, or at least to start. He is just 21 years old. So young pitcher, Michael Lopez, and he is coming in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Base is empty. Ballers up 12-5 on the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. He played for Leñadores de las Tunas in the Cuban League in 2022.
Las Tunas.
Yes, 22 and 23.
Your attention, please.
And also, looks like Daryl Buggs pinch hitting here for Isai Santos to get a righty up against a lefty. Santos with a homer today was 1 for 3. First pitch to Buggs is inside for a strike to start Lopez's day. Entering for Austin Coleman, who threw 108 pitches today. Buggs fouls it back, 0-2.
I do not know how today has gone to become the type of game it is, because it is so cold in the ballpark right now.
Yep. 0-2 is low and in. 1-2 on Buggsy. So Coleman, the starter for the Sky Sox today, ends up going 5 1/3 innings. 10 hits, 12 earned runs. Buggs strikes out, swinging. 2 away. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for Coleman today. And Lopez with a quick K of Buggs to start his day. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, bases empty. Davis Druick hoping to extend his line tonight, add a double and a single here to bring him just a hit closer to the cycle. So Buggs with the strikeout brings up Druick in the bottom of the 6th, and the Ballers are still up 7 on the Sky Sox. I had just begun the scores for around the Pioneer League as Druick takes high, 1-0. Final from Great Falls, the Billings Mustangs win in a low-scoring affair against the Voyagers, 5-2. I actually am almost done with the scores. 1-0 looping breaking ball, called a strike at the top of the zone, 1-1. 69, that's an ephus right there. Bottom of the 6th, score to watch. Glacier Range Riders up 6-2 on the Missoula Paddleheads. 1-1. Druick hard hit ground ball. Few hops to second base. Throw to first is in time by Neighbors for out number 3. Ballers retired in order for the second straight inning, but they lead 12-5 heading to the 7th. On 860 AM, The Answer. Your line score through 6. The Ballers 12 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Colorado Springs 5 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. And taking over the play-by-play for the final 3 frames. Whoa.
What are you doing?
Oh. I forgot my job. I forgot I have the 7th inning.
You forgot your promotion, my friend.
Taking over again in the 7th. After initially handing the play-by-play to Tyler, it's me again. Daryl Buggs, by the way, is the new center fielder as he bangs up against the center field wall. That means Druick moves to left field.
We've been like ships in the night the last 3 weeks.
I know. I mean, that left field was already assigned, so Helmick's in right field. Yeah, there we go. First pitch is high and away to Denton, 1-0. I really have felt like just a traveling ship over the course of these last few weeks. On assignment in Nashville and Tallahassee, and off to Kalispell as soon as I got back. There's a pitch outside. It is 2-0. Matsuoka pitching for the Ballers, his 3rd inning of work technically. There's a fly ball deep to left field. Helmick, or this is Druick at the wall, leaps and can't get it. It's another Zane Denton homer. He homers in back-to-back at-bats. First one was against Del Vecchio. This is against Matsuoka. And Denton has a 2-homer game.
This is like the first game at Candlestick in the year 2000. I don't know what is going on with the field today.
This is also I'm going to say it, I'm going to believe it. It could not be, it might not be true, but I'm almost 100% sure, yes, it is true. It is Zane Denton's first professional 2-homer game. Congratulations to Denton. As the 8th long ball of the evening. After that oppo blast by the lefty, another lefty stands in Hall and takes strike 1. So after that home run, Oakland's lead has been cut in half. It is 12-6. Ground ball. Backhanded second. Harris throws on the run to first. Almanza is pulled off the bag. It's an infield hit. That was a good effort by Danny, but the throw was not there. And that brings up Kai Moody. Hall with the infield hit. That's his first hit of the game. Moody looking for his first hit of the game. He has walked 3 times. 12-6 lead for the Ballers in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. Hall at first. Moody is next.
We have not seen double digits scored here since the 22nd of June. That's a whole month since double digits were scored in this ballpark. So I don't know what is. I guess we're due. I guess that's what we're just due for a game like this.
First pitch is a strike to Moody, 0-1. I think the 12 runs that Glacier scored on Thursday was the first time that double digits have been scored against the Ballers. Pitch is high, 1-1, since that day. I think it's been, oh, you know what? It might actually, it might be since June 24th against Boise in that 14-13 game. Unless there's one against Rocky Mountain that I wasn't here for. No. 1-1 is outside, 2-1.
Back on the 22nd, the Ballers scored 15 in a 15-3 win. But you have to go back. I'm going to go back as well.
Do you mean double figures by either team?
No, yes, by either team.
Oh, wow. 2-1 is a strike.
You have to go back to the win, as far as I have it, unless you have it different than I.
It's probably that second series against
Oh, do you know what? No. It's the 11-11 game.
Oh, right. 2-2 is inside, 3-2. But this game and that game are the only two since middle of June.
That was the last time since May 31st that an opponent scored double digits.
Yeah.
A game neither of us broadcasted, which is why it's not in my book.
Right, yeah. Payoff is popped up behind home. Yep, it's been an odd one tonight. I blame the foul ball sound from the game of Wii Baseball, Wii Sports Baseball. I think that's what's caused the chaos tonight. Still nobody out in the top of the 7th. Another 3-2 pitch is poked back to the screen by Moody. He'll see an 8th pitch of this at-bat. Moody does not have an official at-bat today. He has 3 walks. Almost weird to see him swing. But Matsuoka has been dancing around the zone but inside the zone, so Moody's been forced to fight. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming. Righty-righty battle, Matsuoka and Moody. The pitch is low, and he has walked for a 4th time today. That's the golden regular hat.
I don't. Yeah, the golden bowler. I don't know what that's.
Golden bowler's hat.
Yeah.
We are thinking about bowling quite a bit today. That's the 3rd walk.
Oh, a bowler hat. You know.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
So home run, single walk. Not the best start to this inning for Matsuoka. See if he can roll up a double play here. Oh, well, it won't be him.
Won't be him.
Aaron Miles goes to the pen. Matsuoka is done. 3 batters into the 7th. And the Sky Sox have 2 aboard with nobody out. And they trail 12-6. We will tell you about the new Oakland arm when you return here on 860 AM. The Answer. Appearing at home for the first time in the second half, it is Connor Richardson. 2.32 ERA, 3-0 record, 25th appearance for the righty. 1 save, 31 innings, 28 hits, 4 walks, 26 strikeouts, 6'4", 239, 25 years old from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Last time out Saturday at Glacier. Did give up a couple of hits, but no runs, and he struck out one. He relieves Dylan Matsuoka, and he's the first non-Dylan to pitch in this game for Oakland.
Delvecchio, then Matsuoka with Dylan behind the plate, Tatum. But Matsuoka in his, let's say, reintroduction to the bullpen today, 5 base runners in 1 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 run allowed on the solo home run by Zane Denton in this inning. He had done fairly well previously, but again, the 3 walks have caught up to him here, and now 2 men on with no one out in the 7th.
Top of the 7th, 12-6. Oakland still leads by 6. Here's TJ McKenzie, who takes a strike at the top of the zone. Good breaking ball from Chewy. 0-1. McKenzie in this game is 1 for 2 with a 2-run, or an RBI double, I should say, a steal of home and a walk. Steal of home was on a first and third play. It was a double steal. McKenzie takes a breaking ball in for a strike. 0-2. First 2 pitches from Chewy, breaking balls, and both have just caught the very tippy top of the zone.
You're being awful generous today, aren't you?
Those might have been a little high. 0-2. Popped up, right side, foul ground. Almanza might have a play at this. Dylan Tatum barking out orders, and it drops right in front of Almanza.
I don't know that he ever actually saw it, to be honest.
That might be it. Also, I will say, if you're going to run towards a pop fly, slide, and make an awesome catch while crashing into the wall, do it before you've clinched a playoff spot. I don't think there's any reason to risk your body on a tight play close to the wall at this point in the season if you're Oakland. 0-2 once more to the right-handed hitting McKenzie. Will wait as Chewy disengages. 6-run lead for the Ballers, 12-6. Top of the 7th, a homer by Denton, a single by Hall. He's at second. Moody walked, he's at first. 0-2, Chewy gets a strikeout. A wave and a miss on the breaking ball, and McKenzie is down swinging. Chewy comes in and immediately gets a K, 1 away. Oh, I love Wii Sports.
Best-selling video game of all time, even though it's a pack-in.
That's one of my favorite things. I used to love playing my brother in Wii Sports Baseball. Splitter, splitter, splitter. Batter out. Because as you know, I'm sure, you cannot hit the splitter when thrown correctly in Wii Sports Baseball. 1 out. Here's Omar Velos, who takes outside for a strike. 0-1. 0 for 3 today. Velos on a 6-game hit streak. Has 2 homers in his last 4 games, including on Saturday when he drove in 3 runs against Boise. 0-1 from Chewy. Velos rips the line drive into the middle of the third baseman. Leahy throw to second in time. 5-4 double play. Leahy outstretched with the mitt, hauls in the baseball, and then fires to Harris at second for the double play to double up Hall, who unfortunately could not freeze fast enough over at second base. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch. Oakland leading 12-6 here on 860 AM The Answer. It's fun to stay in the... I should turn the crowd mic up. Oh, wait. No, I can't. Don't want to get any copyright infringements on YouTube.
It's par for the course in a baseball broadcast, but let's not over try to do so.
Yeah.
So far.
It's the bottom of the 7th.
We would not want the Village people coming after us.
No. Chewy gets the Ballers out of the jam in the top of the 7th with 2 on and none out. He gets a strikeout and then another double play. Ballers on the season have now, after that line-out double play turned by Leahy, turned a whopping 49 double plays. That's second in the Pioneer League. Billings also had turned 48, though, entering the day, so they might have turned one in their game. But the Ballers, for now, will say they're second place in the Pioneer League behind Ogden in double plays turned. Danny Harris against Michael Lopez. And the first pitch of the inning is outside, ball 1. At the bottom of the 7th, it is 12-6. Ballers with 2 more runs in the inning would allow us to use the Magic 8 ball in the 8th. 1-0. Harris takes a strike, low outside. 1-1. This is the point in the season, TP, when you root for Magic 8 ball 8 innings, 8th innings.
Well, yeah, the bar has been moved.
1-1. Harris fouls it off to the right. 1-2.
It's sort of fun and games for the next 30 or so, and then things get really serious again.
I was honestly really upset when all those games in Glacier were close games, except for the 12-2 Glacier win, but that all came late, so there was no 8-ball 8th inning then. 1-2 on Harris. Pitch from Lopez is fouled off.
That was an emergency hack right there from Harris, too.
Harris has reached 3 times, scored 3 times. Man, TP, this is your latest stroke of brilliance, this Wii Sports foul ball announcement.
This is ripped from Rocky Mountain, my friends.
Nice. 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Not the first thing that the Ballers have ripped from Rocky Mountain this season. The playoffs were the first.
Oh!
Sorry.
A little rim shot in
Had
there.
to. Sorry, Rocky Mountain. Good start to the second half for them, though. As
And Mort
Harris
Saul.
lines it into center field and is retired for the first time today as Roberts makes the catch. 1 away. Okay, well.
We've waited.
This is it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go crazy if he hits a 4th homer.
Maybe something along the lines of high and deep.
I'll try to switch it up. No, I won't. You know me. You know me too well. 1 out in the inning. Here's Christian Almanza. 12-6 Ballers lead. Bottom of the 7th. Almanza, 3 homers in the game. First pitch nearly hits him high and tight. 1-0. Brett Barrera, Nick Leahy, Christian Almanza. The Ballers who have 3 homer games in the franchise's 2-year history. Not the list I would expect as Almanza takes outside 2-0. The fact that Nick Leahy made it on there before any of the current Ballers, I didn't see coming, but credit to Nick in Colorado Springs. He went yard 3 times in 1 game.
And big old blasts as well.
Almanza takes a strike, top of the zone. Was that the pitch, TP?
I mean, look.
Fastball up. No, he's a
Fastball.
low ball
He is a
hitter. Low ball. Almanza, all 3 of his homers, though, 2-run homers today. 3-1 now, pitch in the dirt. So he can't possibly homer here. He doesn't hit solo homers anymore, I guess.
19 for him now.
Also, this is his third pro 6 RBI game.
Man.
3-1. Almanza takes. Oh, that was ball 4 high. If I were Christian,
Maybe
I
he
would've
wants to
swung at
challenge.
that. He's up in the OBP, that's for sure.
Yes, he
with
is.
this performance.
Oh, how about 12? Do you count walks for bases? I don't think you do. 12 bases and a walk.
Yeah. He'll take that. 3-homer game for Almanza. 8 total homers in this game. 5 for Oakland, 3 for Colorado Springs. Bottom of the 7th. Ballers lead 12-6. Here is Cam Buford hoping to join the homer party. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1.
It's a homer hack.
Yeah. He is not cheated, Cam Buford. He is 0 for 3 today, though. And is coming off a slow series in Kalispell in which he went 4 for 20 with 8 Ks and just 1 extra base hit. Buford takes low, 1-1.
I've never really admired the floor of the press box. Of course, the floor, the walls, and the ceiling are all new here.
What's wrong with the floor? I like the little circles.
It makes me feel rather industrial.
We are industrial.
Ballpark is a very industrial. We're blue collar here in Oakland,
Right.
anyway.
1-1. Buford check swing, ground ball right side. Charging Neighbors. Throw to first in time. 2 down. Almanza scoots to second. Safe to say, Buford did not mean to swing. Why are they booing? Just kidding. It's Lou Helmick, which now is spelled on the video board. L-O-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-U-U.
Me?
You. Lou Helmick at the plate. 2 outs. Runner on second is Almanza. 0 for 3 Helmick. 4-game hit streak on the line. Probably his last at bat tonight. And he takes ball 1 outside. 1-0. Come on, Lou. Do it for the Magic 8 ball. He has hit 3 balls very well today. Fly out to right. Fly out to center. Line out to the pitcher, Coleman.
It's no longer, let's hope the Ballers win. It's, I want to have my fun segment.
Do it for the Vine. Lou Helmick has 3 homers this season. 1-0 is a strike.
All for the gram. Helmigs love the gram.
Yep, okay.
Change some lyrics there.
Nice. Do it for the Germany. I just switched around a little letters there. A few letters. Helmick takes low. 2-1.
I do wonder what the most popular social media application in Der Heimat is. Die Heimat? I forget.
That's a good question. We'd have to ask Lou. 2-1 pitch. Helmick sharply hit to third. Fielded by Denton. Throw to first in time for the 5-3 putout. No runs on no hits, no errors. 1 left for Oakland in the 7th. We go to the 8th. Ballers 6 outs away from a win, up 12-6 on Colorado Springs here on 860 AM. The Answer. Oh, whoa. No way. The home plate umpire, we're just finding out, Tony Prater, is an Oakland native.
Well, I must say, that's not going to make the Sky Sox feel very good. But I will say that Tony Prater is a very good umpire, and he's had a lot of fun in this league. And he's even umpired a Major League Baseball game in his time as well. He is very good, and we are glad to have him in town this week.
Let's try this again.
Okay.
Your Lions score after 7. Colorado Springs 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Oakland 12 runs on 10 hits, no errors. And for the play-by-play for the final 2 frames, it is Mr. Tyler Peterson.
Hopefully 1.5. Here's Neighbors, Martinez, Pagani, and Roberts to face Chewy here in the 8th. Ballers up by 6. It's 12-6, and the first pitch on its way to Neighbors is a fastball high and away for ball 1. Neighbors today is 1 for 3, a single in the 2nd where he stole a base and came around to score. He also struck out and grounded out. The 1-0 from Richardson floats high and outside. It's 2-0. The first of 6 against the Sky Sox. So please come out this week. You could win a bike tomorrow at Winning Wednesdays. As Neighbors fouls that out of play 2-1. You could be here for our Grateful Dead night. You could be here for Halloween on Sunday. And the Ballers won their last Halloween game last year.
I think you're forgetting the most important promo of the week, Tyler.
2-1 to Neighbors. We're going to get it from Nevada in a second. Pitch is a fastball high and away.
It's the night market on Thursday?
The night market on Thursday is there. Also on Wednesday, there's a kids chess tournament in the Prescott Market, and I might have to do a Kramer and go over there and dish out some punishment. Here's a strike at the top of the zone. It's 3-2. Now, we've talked about Seinfeld, and you know the episode where Kramer takes a kid's karate class.
Oh, yeah.
3-2 on its way. It's swung on, hit down the left field line, but foul. Now, in my youth, I had a chess CD-ROM, which I put into my computer tower and learned to play chess. It took floppy drives as well.
What drives?
3-2 to Neighbors. Floppy disks, I guess you could say. The pitch on its way is swung on, fouled away.
See, that I've heard of.
It was called 3D chess, I think. And it had this little wizard who'd float on a magic carpet. And the chess pieces were a little bit animated.
What was the Great Depression like, Tyler?
You talking about sophomore year of high school? 3-2. The pitch on its way is swung on one hop to Harris. He picks it up. He'll throw over to first a little high, but Almanza keeps his foot on the bag for out number 1. One away in the 8th. Ballers up 6, 12-6. I also, some years later, bought Lego chess, and you could either play in a pirate theme, a Western theme, or a castle theme, I believe.
Well, castle theme, wouldn't that be confusing? Because then everything would look like a rook?
You had the Lego men as the pieces themselves. The most telegraphed bunt you'll ever see in your life was just hit foul by Martinez Pagani.
Whoa. Benji just got that ball.
Martinez Pagani showed bunt, I think, before Richardson came set, and then ran forward to bunt.
It did not work.
He is 0 for 2 today with a walk and a stolen base. Oh and 1. Pitch is high and away. We don't get the magic 8th inning, but you do get whatever bit we are running here between the two of us. So I hope you folks are enjoying that. One and 1. Richardson fires to the plate, and that's inside. That nearly took the little nick off the wrist of Pagani there. Fastball at 90. 2-1 on its way. Fastball is outside. Chess was quite popular, I must say, in the clubhouse in Rocky Mountain. There were chess games constantly going on in 2023.
Well, do you know the most popular game for the team this year?
Tell me.
That I know of? Pokemon Go.
Yes, there is a lot of Pokemon Go going on in the clubhouse.
and guess who got roped into that?
Well, I hope you.
Yeah.
3-1. The pitch on its way from Chewy is swung
Whoa!
on. There goes the bat. It's a swing and a miss, and the bat goes about 110 feet down the right field line. Whatever it was, throw it again. Not the bat, but the pitch.
So yeah, I re-downloaded Pokemon Go for the second time, and with the help of Bogo, Chewy, and Caleb Franzen, we defeated Team Rocket.
Well, see, I was at the airport in Colorado Springs, and all of a sudden I heard someone say, "Hey, there's a Slugma," and I thought, "What? Who is it? Tell me." And they were not impressed that I had a ROM of Pokemon Emerald on my phone for the plane. They didn't care.
I care.
A single tear went down my cheek. 3-2 to Martinez Pagani. The pitch is low. It's his second walk. For Oakland pitching today, it must be said, that's their 8th walk, and that is a little bit unusual.
Well, it's funny you should say that. The Ballers on Saturday, 1 walk.
Okay. Ballers on Sunday?
2 walks.
Yep. First pitch on its way to leadoff man Roberts is a slider for a called strike. It's 12-6. The Ballers lead here in the top of inning 8.
It's actually 3 games in a row that the Ballers have walked 2 or fewer.
It's a Brody Brazil special, 2 or fewer. The 0-1 instead of thrower to first. When I was working, back to the bag is Martinez Pagani. When I was working Sharks hockey at NBC Sports, that's when they started the old 2 or fewer. That if the Sharks only allowed 2 or fewer, they would win, which was a little bit of an inside joke. Here's a ball hit down the right field line. A long run for Helmick. I don't think he's going to get there, and this will drop foul on the warning track. A lot of Seinfeld fans in chat, I must say. And myself, I must say, I guess I have not been working enough Seinfeld lines into our broadcast. Otherwise, folks could have enjoyed them more. 0-2. Roberts, 2 hits today. He's driven in 2. The 0-2 on its way is a slider way outside. One away in the inning. A ground ball, if it's hard hit, would get both runners. Set is Richardson, and the pitch on its way is swung on, hit to right field, shallow. This might work out, and it will fall in foul territory about 2 yards from the line. (12-6) Oakland in the 8th. And our contractual obligation to at least play blow the whistle once per game. We must, if there's a sporting event happening in Oakland. 1-2. Richardson fires, and it's swung on. It's popped up behind home plate. This has got a chance to come here, and it falls just 1 row in front of us.
We almost had it. Our first foul ball.
I would have had to put my knee on my laptop to try to get up there.
I think you would have caught it.
1-2, the count. The pitch to Roberts is swung on. Another foul ball.
Do it again. Do it again. Come on. Yes!
The Wii Sports have hit tonight.
The different tone of voice
Yes,
for the
there
different foul
are
balls, yeah.
3 different foul ball calls in Wii Sports.
Foul ball. Foul ball.
Another 1-2 on its way to Roberts. He swings. It's a ground ball through the left side. That's a base hit. So back-to-back base runners for the Sky Sox here in the 8th. We'd like to welcome in our audiences from around the Pioneer League who are just joining us after some finals from other parts of the mountain states. No game in Rocky Mountain, finals in Ogden, Grand Junction, and Great Falls. And in the bottom of the 8th, Glacier leads Missoula 6-2. Here's Slight. First pitch, swung on and missed. Runners at first and second. 1 away, Ballers lead by 6 in the top of the 8th. And Slight, a powerful hitter, is 0 for 4 today. Almost hit 1 out in the 5th.
Again, entered with a 14-game hit streak, 6 doubles, 4 homers in that span.
Richardson to the plate. It's a ground ball toward first. Almanza will go to second for 1. Cobb will have no return throw. It's a 6-3 putout to erase Roberts at second. And Slight reaches on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for much better there. Obviously, if it's hit up the middle, that's an easier double play ball to turn. But there is a chance there for the Ballers. But in the end, could not work quickly enough to get slight, and they're 1 out away from escaping this inning without any damage.
Here's Zane Denton, who will bat from that left side.
Homers in back-to-back at-bats, his first pro 2-homer game.
And from both sides of the plate, Chipper Jones. First pitch is swung on and missed. Corners, 2 outs in the 8th. Ballers up by 6. Richardson is set. And the 0-1 on its way is high. Still no challenges from Oakland tonight.
Oh, 1. They were incorrect. Oh, they were correct.
I take it back. They were incorrect. It was Leahy.
Yes, incorrect. I don't know why I had marked that they were correct. It was Leahy.
It should have even counted as 2 incorrect. It was so incorrect. There's a strike on the outside. A breaking ball at the bottom of the zone. It's 1-2.
I kind of like that as an abridged rule. If you challenge a pitch that's fully in the zone, you lose 2 challenges.
1-2. Richardson set at the chest. The pitch on its way is quite high. It's 2-2. Denton was the last run in this game with a solo home run in the 7th. It's been 12-6 ever since. How about a 2-2? Richardson strides to the plate, and it's a fastball high and away. Well, now, at first, Slight is going to get a head start. Set is Richardson again. The payoff on its way. Here it comes. It's hit down the line. It's pretty deep. And Helmick will have no play as it one-hops over the wall. It's still in play, which means the trailing runner will come around to score on a 2-run double by Zane Denton, who now has driven in 4 in the ballgame. It's a 4-run game. Ballers 12 and Sky Sox 8.
And not only has he driven in 4, but he's driven in 4 for the first time this season. Zane Denton, the 24-year-old, has his career high 4 RBI today.
A lefty and Christian Hall coming in. It looks like the lefty and Franzen coming in as well. Aaron Miles to the mound to make a change. A 4-run ball game in this 8th inning. 20 runs between these two teams. It's 12-8 with 2 outs in the 8th. On 860 AM, The Answer. The move to Oakland's bullpen brings out another one of the deadly C's. It's Caleb Franzen, 2-0 this year in 20 appearances, a 4.85 ERA. Team ERA, by the way, tonight is going to take a little bit of a hit with the 8 runs thus far. For Franzen, 26 innings, 28 strikeouts to only 3 walks. The whip quite low this year for Franzen, and he'll face Christian Hall, who is 1 for 4 with a single. Runner is at second in a 12-8 ball game. He replaces Connor Richardson, who could not finish off that 8th inning. The first pitch from Franzen to Hall. The high kick, here it comes. It's swung on, broken bat, center field. Harris out, Bugs in. It's Bugs to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. We're done with the top of the 8th. And to the bottom of the inning we go. Franzen does his job. Ballers up by 4 on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball on 860 AM. The Answer. Tyler Peterson and Nevada Cullen here in the bottom of inning 8. For Colorado Springs, they have fought back. Zane Denton's had a big game. Zane Denton has driven in the last 4 runs for either team. A solo home run in the 5th, a solo home run in the 7th, and a 2-run double in the 8th. The Ballers don't have a run since the 4th. They don't have a hit since the 4th. And Michael Lopez has really done a nice job in his 1 2/3 innings to allow just 1 walk and 1 strikeout and not one single hit to the 6 batters he has faced.
It's been a journey this season for Michael Lopez Esperanza. He was waived by Ogden in the preseason, signed by Colorado Springs in June, waived in June, just less than 2 weeks after being signed by the Sky Sox, and then re-signed again on July 2nd. And look, if this is what they're going to get from him, then he's definitely found a more permanent home here in Colorado Springs.
Tatum, Leahy, and Cobb will all bat. To get to Almanza, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. So the 4 home run game probably out of reach at this point.
And we were always all talking about that Davis Druick cycle watch.
Almanza breaks his bat. This is out to left center field. It's the shortstop Martinez Pagani who will make the catch for out number 1.
That was Tatum, but that is funny because I accidentally called Almanza Tatum in Kalispell once. So now we've evened that out.
Here's Nick Leahy, 0 for 3 today.
Last time he was up, the infamous challenge.
He's taken a couple tough challenges recently.
Well, I think it's in his head because of that challenge that went against him in Kalispell. That was very much questionable.
Well, he looks at back-to-back strikes here to begin this at bat. It's a quick 0-2. Ballers up 12-8 in the 8th. Ballers only have 1 more hit than the Sky Sox do. Lopez to the plate, and then Leahy swings and fouls it away. Bases are empty, and it looks as if Caleb Franzen will have the 9th. The next pitch, a close pitch, but it's ball 1.
This game has been going on forever.
Lopez to the plate, and Leahy pops this up. Hall may have a play in foul territory. Is he going to get there? It's a little bit behind him, but he is going to stay with that baseball as he falls down and makes the catch.
That is really impressive there from Hall in a game where Colorado Springs has made one very bad play. Aside from that, they've actually been really good defensively with some nice plays by Denton at third, and now Hall making a twisting catch in foul ground right field.
2 outs for Cobb. Last chance for Oakland with the bats tonight. At least we hope. He's 1 for 3 today with a run scored. First pitch is a fastball just off the plate. 1-0. Lopez is trying to get through 2 2/3 hitless, which would be something as he throws in another strike. or 1-1 rather to Cobb, I should say. The kick and the pitch, the fastball, a strike on the inside. It's 1-2.
He's been really efficient, too. He's gotten these outs on just 30 pitches so far. This is pitch 31 for Lopez.
The 1-2 on its way, and Cobb will swing, hit a ball up the middle, and hitless no more. The Ballers have their first hit, a single for Tremaine Cobb, as the ball is thrown in by the center fielder Roberts. Their first hit since Almanza's third home run in the fourth inning.
Yeah, that was not a great two-strike pitch there by Lopez. He threw an elevated heater, and it caught way too much of the plate. Cobb easily bangs it up the middle for his second hit of the game and 21st multi-hit game of the season.
And certainly a ball that on 2 strikes Cobb could really get around on. Here's Bugsy. Lopez from the stretch. We have not often seen this, and the pitch is inside. Although I'm now thinking he doesn't really use a windup, does he? Or does he?
He does.
He does. Slight windup.
Yeah.
1-0. Pitch to Darryl. He takes slow. You can see Darryl's going with the bit of a hoodie underneath the jersey.
Yeah, he's an Atlanta boy. This is just like me, a Florida boy. We get cold in this weather.
I was born here, man. And let me tell you, this is a cold one tonight. It's fouled away. Luckily, we have some great merch for sale, like hoodies and blankets and scarves. And they all look great on you. And if your head's cold, we have beanies as well.
Nice.
2-1. Pitch to Bugs is in the dirt. 3-1. Be the envy of your friends with new Ballers merchandise. Cobb at first. He's been on base 3 times today. Bugs just one at bat. He struck out in the 6th inning, pinch hitting for Isai Santos. The 3-1 to Bugs. He swings it to ground ball to second. The second baseman bobbles it, drops it. The throw to first is not in time. That's going to be an E4. Listen, as soon as Neighbors drop that ball, there is no recovery time with the speed of Darryl Bugs.
That felt like an error impending. That was going to happen.
That's letting the ball play you instead of you playing the ball.
He let it eat him up, and with Bugs' speed, that's basically a death note.
Druick was the first one on watch today for Cycle Watch, and then it was all about Almanza on 4 home run watch. He will not get a cycle today.
He can get a cycle tomorrow if he wins.
Can guarantee you that. The first pitch is a strike. I won't even tempt the 8-ball because to even try to get to the 8-ball's powers in a non-appropriate time is to ask for trouble. The 1-0, big breaking ball. That one, again, too high. Both of these, even though they're dropping into a spot that's looking fairly okay, they're not crossing the strike zone at any point that would render it a hittable pitch. Or at least one that should be called a strike. You might be able to go up and get it. The 2-0 fastball is high. It's 3-0.
It feels like Lopez is tiring, which is unfortunate for him because he had this inning done. He had that last out, but the error by Neighbors has cost him.
Well, no earned runs, certainly, if any do come in this inning. The 3-0. It's taken for a strike. I pretty much think that Druick was taken all the way there. It's a 4-run game in the bottom of the 8th. 12-8. Lopez to the plate, and Druick takes a half swing. Does he go? No, says the umpire behind second. It's no swing. It's ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs.
And I think that's it for Lopez. What is he confused about? Did he think it should be a swing or a strike called? He has both hands extended towards the heavens saying, what just happened?
Either that or he is just adamant that he does not want to be taken out of the game, that this is a Kepa situation.
Oh, good callback right there. Well, we all know what happened to Kepa.
There's a man coming out of the bullpen, even though there's no points yet. The man is almost into the infield, and the ball has not been yet given up by Lopez. He wants to finish this inning. The relief pitcher is now in the infield, and Lopez has not yet given up the ball. All right, and now he has. That is not stalling to let a guy warm up. That is a guy trying to talk his way out of a speeding ticket.
I got some respect for Lopez right there.
You want to keep it here?
Yeah,
Let's keep it here. Why not? We're the masters of our domain. So
22 on the mound for the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. That is none other than Danny Fox, a right-handed pitcher, 14.32 ERA, 16 appearances, 22 innings, 29 hits, 27 walks, 21 strikeouts. Not my first choice to bring in with the bases loaded, but as long as he can just throw strikes, then he can hopefully get the job done for Colorado Springs.
Well, he'll have to face Danny Harris the fourth. And look, if you're going to take out Lopez, you're going to take him out against a righty. That's for sure right now. And a righty like Harris, who's already been on base 3 times, who has scored 3 runs today and is 2 for 3 overall. And a guy who does attack the zone and is just waiting to sit back on a breaking ball. So you bring in a guy like Danny Fox. Again, we don't have a ton of info on these Sky Sox players. There's not a lot of, let's say, a media availability and statistics because of their situation within the league. It's tough to get.
Well, I can give you this. He pitched for Rocky Mountain last year, 2 appearances.
Interesting.
In 2024. He's also a 2-way player.
See, now here's the problem, is I know Presto too well. And maybe he is, and we will see. But having not...
yeah, he's always been a 2-way player.
Okay. Having not seen this team, it's tough to judge. But here comes Harris. He'll face off against Fox. So Lopez, 2 1/3. He still just gives up 1 hit. Now, we could be getting into team unearned territory if indeed Harris himself scores. Fox's first pitch to Harris is a slider down and away. Way down and away at 76. Some decent break, I must say.
2 1/3 for Lopez, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, but he's responsible for all 3 runners. Those would be unearned runs.
The 1-0 on its way to Harris. He swings and misses, and that time another slider that was just a touch off the plate. A really nice pitch from Fox. I had some Sullivan action on it.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1 now on its way to Harris. He swings and misses again. That is not a bad, tight little slider. There's a little bit of sugar on that thing. Well, if you're Harris now, you've seen nothing else but sliders. You got to just try to protect on another one. The 1-2 on its way. There it was, swing and a miss. 4 pitches, 4 sliders. The inning is over. The Ballers will take a 4-run lead into the 9th. Franzen to try to shut things down today and get Oakland its 5th win of the second half. 12-8 to the 9th we go on 860 AM The Answer. It's the top of the ninth. It's Caleb Franzen, who in the 8th got 1 out on 1 pitch. And he'll see Moody, McKenzie, and Velos here. In the 9th, it's a 12-8 ball game, which Oakland leads. They're looking for their first win over the Sky Sox this year, and the franchise, which is sort of passed on from the Owls, they see neither of the two. Well, the only time they see either of the two this year is this series. Last year, they had a lot of success against the Northern Colorado Owls, who were one of the league's top teams. I believe, in fact, they finished 3rd at the end of the year, did not make the playoffs. 2 teams below them did, and that's just how it goes when you play halves. Moody, who has walked 4 times, is 0 for 0 today. Franzen's first pitch is a fastball in at the bottom of the strike zone, 91. Franzen is set. And the next one is swung on, looped over toward first. Almanza on his horse. He stops. He is there. He makes the catch. Nice play from Christian. And I do believe those balls are getting pushed back toward the field right now from that first base line.
So Kai Moody's 7-game hit streak comes to an end because he went 0 for 1 with 4 walks. That's so unfortunate.
That's tough. There was one game in Rocky Mountain where I believe Danny Harris took a walk in the 8th, and we thought it was going to end at 20 or 21, and then got one more at bat in the 9th and did double to extend it. This is McKenzie, who swings and fouls the ball at the plate. It's 0-1. RBI double, fly out, walk, and strike out. 4 at bats for McKenzie against 3 different pitchers. This will now be the 4th. Franzen set, hands held out from the waist, and the pitch on its way is fouled away. Back-to-back fastballs, 91 and 92. And it's 2 strikes. He's set once more. The high kick and the pitch, it is in the dirt. 82 on the, maybe the changeup or the slider there, probably the changeup. Now 1-2. Franzen set. Tatum setting up low. Now setting up high. The pitch is just off the plate.
The crowd is yelling at the home plate umpire. Tony Prater, I thought we just established he's an Oakland native. Come on. Let's cut him some slack.
2-2. Franzen throws. It's swung on and missed. 91 above the hands. Booney gets his backpack. 2 away.
When Booney gets his backpack, that's when the game is on its last breath.
Ballers lead 12-8. 2 outs in the 9th. It's Omar Velos, who is 0 for 4 today. Beer batter did not strike out, but he has popped out twice, hit into a fielder's choice, and lined into a double play. Franzen throws, swing and a miss at 92. A bid to keep this game under 3 hours. The at-bat must be completed in the next 2 minutes. Oh-1, fastball off the plate.
Franzen was excellent in Kalispell. 2 appearances, 3 innings. He did allow a homer, but that was the only hit he allowed in Kalispell.
It's 1-1, 2 away. Base is empty. Ballers up 4, and the pitch on its way is swung on, popped up behind home plate. It's a foul ball. It's 1-2. Down to their last strike. Franzen set. His kick and pitch, Velos spoils it. 94 from Franzen that time, reached back. 1-2, it will stay.
I don't even know how Velos got a piece of that. That was off the plate. That's a great fastball, and that usually would result in a strikeout. But Velos is a tough out on a 6-game hit streak, but 0 for 4 today.
Franzen set once more. The 1-2 pitch on its way is swung on and missed. The Franzen breaking ball. And we are in under 3 hours at 2:58. The more important part of this is it's 12-8 ballers when things are all said and done. They win the opener over the Colorado Springs Sky Sox.
Good win for the Ballers today. The offense came to play. Christian Almanza, a 3-homer game, the third in Ballers history, his first in his career. And as for his former Gales counterpart, the St. Mary's product, Dylan Delvecchio, in his pro debut goes 4 2/3, finishes just 1 out shy of his first pro win.
Speaking of Gales, Aubrey Tolliver down on the field more than likely will be grabbing a Gale to have a little post-game interview. When you hit 3 home runs, there's little mystery to who the player of the game is. Christian Almanza, who somewhere is in this line, will be picked up and brought over to a camera to, there he is, okay, corralled by Casey Pratt. We are going to send it down to the field where Aubrey Tolliver is standing by with Christian Almanza.
All right, Tyler, I'm here with Christian Almanza. 3 big shots, including 1 batter's eye, farthest part of the yard. Tell me, when you're walking in to, say, your third at bat, getting ready, what is that your mind going like, knowing that 2 of those, the balls just went yard?
Just still trying to keep everything the same, keep it simple, making sure I'm swinging at strikes, and fortunately there were a few of those over the plate, so yeah.
When you're waiting for your time in the lineup, are you just chomping at the bit at your next at bat, knowing you're seeing the ball that well?
Oh, every single time. Always trying to get in there when I can and help the team out.
And you guys have already clinched a playoff spot, but what would it mean to this team to, win the second half as well?
Yeah, that'd be great. We're going to take it game by game and keep sticking with our approach, and hopefully we come out with some more wins.
What sets this team apart from the rest of the pack, the rest of the league?
We're just different, really tight group, close group, and we've got a good culture going, so we've got to keep it up.
Thank you, Christian. Tyler, back to you.
Oh, thanks, Aubrey. We're going to take a break and come back with our Ballers post-game show. 12-8, Oakland wins on 860 AM, The Answer. Let's go, Vince. 1 segment. I literally said, how about 2 to Nevada? And you're like, 1 segment. I was like, actually, that sounds better. Good little collection of highlights from this one. A game that saw 20 runs between these two teams. The final line totals here on our Ballers post-game show. Tyler Peterson and Nevada Cullen with you. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. 12 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Oakland Ballers. The win goes to Dylan Matsuoka in a scorer's decision. He is now 4-1 on the year. Austin Coleman takes the loss, now 1-2. There was no save in the game. Time of the game was 2 hours and 58 minutes in front of 2,298. If you're interested, it was 63 degrees, but it felt like 36. Now, a lot of big blasts. I mentioned the weather just because Sunday games, maybe it's even Saturday sometimes when 4:30 is kind of a BP time, you still get a little bit of the heat. You get a little bit of, fewer cloud cover. The air is not as heavy. But tonight, for whatever reason, extra base hits abound for Oakland. 5 home runs, 3 from Christian Almanza, 1 from Davis Druick, and 1 from Isai Santos. Zane Denton had 2 home runs for the Sky Sox. Brett Roberts had a home run. We saw a long, deep double from McKenzie. We saw Slight almost hit it out. We saw Hall hit it out and then get overturned.
Yep.
What was happening today, Nevada?
Well, both teams did not take batting practice pregame on the field, and so both decided to take it during the game. I mean, the ball was just looking like a beach ball for everyone. It was like coach pitch up there. And, I mean, it just homers on homers on homers, 8 home runs in the game. I just think that you pair it. Part of it was just Austin Coleman probably just leaving it a bit too much over the plate. And then as for Dylan Delvecchio for the Ballers, I mean, he ends up giving up that crazy 5th inning where Colorado Springs nearly hit back-to-back homers. But I don't know, just a little bit of my leading theory would be that the marine layer today was filled with some sort of weird magical dust that fell onto the baseballs and juiced them up tonight.
Yeah, I think the humidor would have been nice tonight. Raimondi really has not played this small in a while, as far as I can remember. But nonetheless, it did work out in the favor of Oakland. None of Almanza's 3 home runs were cheapies. Druick had a little bit of a wall scraper. Santos's was way gone. And then I don't think honestly, I think all the home runs were true home runs, to be quite honest. The one for Roberts was pretty high up down the line. That was 330. Well gone without the net. You would have seen the ball bounce. So it's not like the field necessarily. I think we just saw some really good hitting. And again, I don't know. Both teams did not take BP on the field. And we will move on to tomorrow's game. It's as simple as that. Austin Coleman had to shoulder some of the brunt of the work today in 5 1/3 innings. 10 hits, 12 runs, 12 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And, of course, Colorado Springs, their situation right now is a little bit different. They are looking for guys to pitch in a way where you will go 5 innings.
Yep.
Unless something ridiculous happens, you will go 5 innings. And Coleman pitched into the 6th today.
It was really just crazy that he pitched into the 6th because he was already over 100 pitches at that point and ends with 108 pitches thrown. But, I mean, this is just what he does. Coleman, since last year I can remember, he goes deep into ball games. He's used to these long outings, and props to him for wearing one today.
Michael Lopez wanted to stay in to try to get the last out, but credit to Danny Fox, who does indeed get the last out. All right, well, we will have another game for you tomorrow, 6:30 Pacific time start here from Raimondi Park. I want to thank Gavin, our Virch operator. I want to thank Vince, our 860 operator. I want to thank Ben, our YouTube operator. Ryan Woodward, who did our anthem today, was excellent. I want to thank all of our press box folks and camera operators as well who made this possible, and our social media team as well. For Nevada Cullen, I'm Tyler Peterson. Once again, the final score of tonight's game, Oakland 12 and Colorado Springs 8. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:30 pack time. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening.